we've already got 16 likes. How does that work then? Don't quite know how that works. I think we've got there. We've just got to wait for everybody to come over now. So just to recap, just to start us off, for those people that I'm waiting for people to join us because it's failed 3 times, it's frozen twice, and this is the 3rd go. If you're wondering why I'm waiting, so we're just waiting for everybody to come back over. So while we're waiting for everybody to come back over, those of you that are just seeing this for the first time on a replay back, what you've got is 2 voucher codes so far. You've got a voucher code called Liam Collects. That's capital letters LIAM COLLECTS. That's worth £2 off anything you like. Then we had another voucher code called Lighty Collects. That's LIGHTY COLLECTS, and that's worth £2.50. And we're having a little go of, I'm going to stay online if it takes all night till we've sold £1,000 worth of the Gruffalo coin, the Gruffalo packaging, or the Peter Rabbit coin. And that's to stick one up in the nose to the people that have been really sort of putting it down. Not too many, it's just that the people that are putting it down are associated with the Royal Mint and Change Checker, and I don't like that. I think that's sort of dirty fighting, and I think, you know, that needs dealing with, so I'm dealing with it. So, they can do what they like and sell what they like. I'm just going to carry on and do what I'm going to do, and show them that all of this can be done. And we're going to pay for the Gruffalo release into circulation with all the stuff we're doing, collect all this money in, and use that money that we're selling the Gruffalo stuff for to pay for the next event. To try and keep one in front each time, so ready and waiting for that advertiser to come along. As soon as we get that choice advertiser come along, it'll be a different ball game. Oh, it'll be different then. There'll be thousands going into circulation. Thousands. Welcome back, Steer fan. So we're waiting for everyone to come back over, you see. Because I've had to have 2 live ones cancelled. Look at that. We've got 16 likes. We've got 1 person that's come on and said hello, and yet it shows no people are watching. Pardon me, how mad is that? Something wrong with the old YouTube. Diolans. See, I know you're there, but the counter shows nobody watching. Click the like button for me, Steer fan. Olan, see if you can click the like button. Does it make any difference? Does it go down or up if you click the button? Has it already registered you from the previous one? I don't know. It's a bit on the weird side. Hi, Katie. Done it already, mate. Yeah. It's showing on my screen that nobody's watching, and yet we've got 16 likes already. So we've got 2 voucher codes there. No doubt Liam will be over in a bit. You're too early, mate, you are. I've got my other iPad. I've got another iPad, Katie, and I've got that plugged in over there, but it's dead flat. So when that charges up, I'll see whether or not I can stick that onto the Facebook Live. Come on in. Come and say hello. Come on. You're not going to get a treat yet. Come on. There's no one there. Come on. Come on. There you are. I know what you want, but you're too early. Yeah, you're 3/4 of an hour early. I know. Give me a paw. I'll lay down then. I love my Casper. I love my Casper. He was in a cage for 6 months in Spain. And nobody wanted him, did they? Nobody wanted him. And I saw his picture and I wanted him, didn't we? And you know, let me tell you a story. I've not said this before, let me tell you a story. Talk about touching. At the time, I was really rock bottom. Remember, Hector had just died. He is a spoiled dog. Hector had just died, right, when I started this business with that penny. Hector had just died, and a couple of months after Hector died, 4 months, 5 months after Hector died, I think we ended up getting Casper. We weren't looking for a dog, somebody showed me his picture and I melted. So he came over from Spain. So why was I saying this? Oh, I know. So, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. So, years. So, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So I was talking on this group, this Facebook group, where I was showing about this dog and his picture and one thing and another, and I said I was interested, and I was talking to him. And then I found out that he was in Spain, that this was a rescue centre in Spain. And they told me how much it would be to get him over here and all the rest of it. I couldn't afford it. I didn't have the money. But, unbeknownst to me, the person that had shown me the picture also knew the rescue centre we got our previous dog from and somebody at this place, whatever. Anyway, unbeknownst to me, within days of this, you know, because I said, I'm sorry, I've got to back out. I haven't got this kind of money. It was about 450 quid and I just didn't have the money. And within days of this, they'd started a fundraiser to raise the money so I could have Casper. And I didn't know nothing about it. And I only found out about it, I think they were out of the 450 quid or something. It was either just finishing or it just finished and they'd raised all the money. And I came across the post completely by accident. And I saw the post and I saw the fundraiser and I thought, I wonder what that's about. And my heart dropped because I saw the fundraiser for Casper. His name was Puccini then. And I saw the fundraiser for him and my heart dropped and I thought, oh no, lost him before we've even got him. And then and as I read into it, I realised that the fundraiser was for us. I cried. I was so overwhelmed I was. And because of the generosity of those people paying for him, a month later we got him all the way over from Spain. You know, and we wouldn't part with him. He's a wonderful dog, so I'm really, really grateful to what they did. Hi, what is the Talkathon? Kian, the Talkathon is me sitting here talking non-stop. I was born in Hackney, East London, within the sound of Bow Bells. And I'm just talking until I've sold £1,000 worth of the Gruffalo packaging, the Gruffalo coin or the Peter Rabbit coin. And we have, I think, 19 of the Peter Rabbit coin left to sell with a letter of provenance. And all the way through we're going to have targets, and when we hit those targets, I'm going to be giving away vouchers. And there's a couple of lads on, they will give you some voucher numbers in a minute. Born in Hackney, Homerton Hospital. Southall. I was born at the Unmarried Mothers Salvation Army Hostel in Hackney, East London. Even though my mum was married. Don't mind me asking, what reg was he? Your old fellow, was it? Oh, you were talking to me. Yeah, so had Bow Bells been ringing, I'd have been born within the sound of it, so that makes us a Cockney. In a roundabout way. So I am, no Casper, not yet, you're too early, mate. It's 8:15, too early. So, to put the doubters to shame, yeah, just spotted this Talkathon 3. Hello, Steve. No, you haven't missed Casper's treat time. We're going to have that soon. Steve, 10 likes, yeah. So, we already had one. We've got to get up to... I think what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to have to up the ante a little bit here. So, when we get to... when we get to 25 likes, we'll do a £3 voucher. Right, we'll do a £3 voucher. Missed that. 13 now. We'll do a £3 voucher, and we'll do the £3 voucher for the what should we do it for? We'll do it for the raffle section. You can have a £3 voucher for the raffle section. How do you get the voucher? Liam collects and Lighty collects. Can you please do your job and enlighten that person what the voucher code is? They will tell you if they're on. If Liam and Lighty ain't on, then I'll have to tell you. doesn't look like they're on. So, 2 voucher codes so far. Capital letters. It's for our website, www.thegreatbritishcoinhunt.com. First voucher code, Liam Collects. Letters, LIAM, COLLECTS. £2. That's worth. Spend it on whatever you like. Next voucher code, capital letters, Lighty Collects, LIGHTY, COLLECTS. That voucher code is worth £2.50. 2019 Qs, $29.95 top price is all they should be at the moment. They shouldn't be much higher than that. If they're higher than that, don't get one. Have we sold? What have we sold? Remember, it goes ding every time we make a sale. Now, you know, all the sales are brilliant. Jizzly. Ailey, I think it's how it's pronounced, isn't it? If I remember correctly. I hate getting people's names wrong. Ailey. So every time we get a sale, it goes ding, I can check it. And every time I get one of those sales, I'll write it down and then we'll add it up all night. And if we don't sell £1,000 worth, then I'm staying here all night long. And this will be the world record for a live broadcast. We'll get in the papers that way. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? So, there's 2 things you can do if you fancy being a rebel. If you fancy being a rebel, because if you fancy being a bit of a rebel, there's a couple of things you can do. Number 1, you can copy the link to this live broadcast and go and paste it on a few social media pages. And number 2, you can copy the link from the newspaper articles and go and post it in a few social media pages. No worries, Richard, but I won't be doing anything tonight. I've got a couple of videos on there. You send me any through, they'll come. I'll be doing it in the morning, so no rush. You can leave it till the morning if you want, or do it later or whatever. But just send them to me by WhatsApp and then upload them to your own YouTube. Tanky? What's a tanky? What's a tanky? Oh, I see. That's my dad, the tank regiment. That's my dad, not me. My dad's tank regiment. Thank you, Carol. Nice. It's what we want. It's exactly what we want. I've just got to send a text to John. No. Quick text to John, let him know what we're doing. I haven't spoken to him yet. So the next voucher code's going to be for £3 when we get to 25 likes. So the other thing that you can do is get people over here to like it. So that's why I copy the link, post it on a few social media pages. You know, go and do that quick, and then the quicker we get to 25, the quicker I can give out another £3, you see. And there we go, and therefore I buy your time a little bit, give you something interesting to watch instead of watching. Sorry, I've got issues with me. Ding. Oh wow, cool. Excellent, keep hold of that. I don't think they're going to be that rare. I mean, I don't think they're going to be that common. As it happens. Like Bungle, I've got a little bit of a feeling. So for those of you that don't know, And some of what I'm going to say, I'm just going to ramble on and go over and over and over again, just to give people different bits of information and one thing and another, and give the voucher codes away all night long. And for as long as anybody wants to carry on watching and helping get the likes up there, the voucher codes will get bigger, but it's going to be more difficult to get the number of likes up there. What we got, quick recap. I missed that. Nice one. Nice one, using your codes. And if you have a look at what I'm giving away for the old packaging. Yeah, I will need lots. Hello, Morag. Yeah, I will need lots of coffee. Will you be getting a 2000 remembrance £5? I will, probably, yeah. Hold off on that. Get that with your points. Get it free with your points. Yeah, I'm going to be on here non-stop, Morag, until I've raised £1,000 towards the next stunt. That's fantastic, Disney Princess. Bless your heart. And we've raised £49.95 so far. And the only figures I'm counting towards the £1,000 are sales of the Peter Rabbit coin at £49.95 with a letter of provenance, or the packaging for the Gruffalo at £24.95 with a letter of provenance, and a shed load of freebies that go along with it. Have a look on the page and you'll see. Excellent, Tracy. Great stuff. Yeah, Morag's on as well. See that, Morag? Tracy's loving the Facebook giveaways. That's wonderful. You're doing a marvellous job, you are. You must be seriously, seriously commended, Morag, for the work that you're doing. You and Katie. You and Katie are doing marvellous work. Band's album. No, I didn't, I don't think. So I'm going to carry on talking until we've sold £1,000 worth, because these people on the old Royal Mint Swap Shop group and Change Checker group and all of that, they're making all these comments. Well, you know, we're going to stick one to them. And the only way to stick it to them, because they've descended into the name calling, and they've descended, and I don't care about the name calling, but they've also descended into the name calling for our customers, you lot. And do you know what I mean? I feel a bit protective, especially after what you lot done for me and did for me through all my illness and everything. You know, excellent, Tracy. You know, I feel a bit protective. It's like family. You lot are like my little family in a way. You know, we've come through some really tough times together over the last year. And it'd be like having a pop at my family or something. I don't like it. So, you know, up until they started getting personal about you lot, I thought I wasn't bothered that much. I've done a couple of videos about it, but I wasn't that bothered. They can say what they like. I don't care. While they're talking about me, they're leaving other people alone. But now they've started getting a bit personal against our customers and calling our customers a few names. And I don't think that's right. So, post it, you know, post it on their groups and their Facebook pages and their social media and that. Drive them nuts, drive them scatty. Yes, there is Adam. Hang on a second. No, Aaron, we don't do PayPal. Oh yeah, no, you're watching. It's difficult, isn't it? You think, oh, but you're watching. Yeah, you text me, if whatever, but I'll respond. No, we don't do PayPal. I don't mind saying that publicly. I got away from PayPal. They're robbers. It's disgusting what they do. They send people to the cleaners left, right and centre. We've just come right away from them. So we don't have anything to do with PayPal whatsoever. So no. If you want to donate something, if you want to do a bit of donating, right, the packaging for the Peter Rabbit is £4.50 with a letter of provenance, and I'm also going to chuck in one of these prints I was talking to people about last night, right? You know, I've got 20 different types, all by the same artist. Lovely, beautiful prints, original from 1970s, 80s. Chuck one of them in. So the money from that goes towards Logan's wages while he's off sick. That's the Peter Rabbit packaging. So all the sales from the Peter Rabbit packaging, that goes towards Logan's wages while he's off sick. So if you want to put something in for that, brilliant. And if you want to put something in the pot for the new release, for the Gruffalo, etc., then you've got those, pardon me, you've got those other listings that I've just put up there. Got a Gruffalo coin at £29.95 with a letter of provenance. And people, you know, they think that's nuts, and it is nuts, and it's all part of what I'm highlighting. But it doesn't matter whether it's nuts or not. It doesn't matter if it's nuts or not. What matters is, would it sell for more money? That's what matters. Does anybody care if it's crazy or not? But if you bought it for 30 quid and you could sell it for 50, is that what matters? How much have we got to so far? Danielle, we've got one sale of the Peter Rabbit coin, $49.95 towards the target. So you've got me here now until I get another 950 quid on those things. A lot of the things that's happening at the moment. No, that's fine, Aaron. Honestly, that's fine. That is absolutely fine. Don't worry about that. Do you know what? I appreciate that kind of feeling and that kind of honesty. You know, it's really touching. Why won't it let you check out? Must be a reason why it won't let you check out. Is anybody else having checkout problems? Thank you, Stefan. Is anybody having checkout problems? I don't know why that's happening, Sandra. But no, that is very kind of you, Aaron. Very kind indeed. You know, anytime you want to do something nice for us, just repost something. You know, we wouldn't be here without you. Disney Princess, it worked fine. Carol Gibson, no, those went fine. How are you putting a space after the voucher code? Don't put a space after the voucher code. If you're paying by bank transfer, thank you, Liam. All right, I've got to do your next voucher code. £3 coming up. Where are we? Store. Brilliant. Thank you very much, Aaron. Discount codes. Right, here we go. Now, have we got a coin tuber that we haven't used? We've already used Liam Collects. We've already used Lighty Collects. Do we have another coin tuber on right now that would like extra free publicity for free? No strings. No? What should we do then? I know what we'll do. No, I want somebody that's on, really. Is there anybody that's on? Have we got another coin tuber on? Disney Princess. Are you a coin tuber then, Disney Princess? So if I use you, Disney Princess, you might get a few hits. Is that all right? Phil, you will soon. Don't worry about it. I'll tell you. No, I'll tell you for why. You'll get it. You'll get why in a minute, Tracy. You'll get why in a minute. Bungle's great, Andy's great, and I will use them if they come on. But I want to use a coin tuber that's on. So Disney Princess, you're a coin tuber. Disney Princess isn't even a YouTuber. No, come on. Let's do it properly. Stop now. Let's have a YouTuber on. We must have a coin tuber on. I've only got 24 likes showing on my screen anyway. Yeah, sorry, not a coin tuber. Okay, cool. I want a coin tuber, if there is one. If not, I will pick on Bungle. I'm only showing 24 likes anyway. I'm only showing 24 likes. No, they're not, Katie. 2017 is the one you want to be putting in your jar, that you might have to spend if you have to one day, but not the 2019. It's not worth a like. Mine says 25 likes now. Okay, we're going to use Bungle. to use Bungle. So the name of the voucher code in capital letters is Bungle Collects. We'll pick on him. Bungle Collects, because I can do his one, right? Thank you very much, Steve. That's brilliant. Discount is going to be a fixed amount. How many subscribers have we got? Has it gone up? Fixed amount. Discount value is going to be £3. Applies to entire order. Specific collections. We're going for the raffles, right? Collections, no added. Add. Raffle. Yep. Done. Can't see anybody's comments in there. 26 slash right too. Only apply discount once per order. Right, so this voucher code's only available for the raffle section, and the voucher code in capital letters is Bungle Collects. That's BUNGLE-COLLECTS. Bungle Collects. No spaces, no space after the collects, right? And minimum purchase amount. Minimum purchase amount. Minimum purchase amount. What's the minimum purchase amount? You have to make it $2.99 then, don't we? $2.99. Applies to the selected collection. Active dates from today. Save. Active from today. Edit. Hang on a minute. See you later, Liam. Right. And it's 1,000. How many is it? See you, Stefan. How many subscribers have we got? Can someone tell me? Blimey. 1,310. Thank you, Lighty Collects. Okay, so we make it 1,310. Done. Discount value £3. You have to spend $2.99. Bungle Collects in the raffle department. There you go. Let me write that down, then I'll tell you what the next voucher code's going to be. Oh, let me just have a look at something first, in case that other sale's gone through. Store, orders. That's fantastic, Steve. Thanks very much. Logan will be really over the moon. Thanks very much, Aaron. He'll be over the moon, he will. He'll be touched. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So, write that down. 1,310, wasn't it? 1,310. Bungle Collects. £3 in the raffle section. This is better than TV, isn't it? What we got, what we got, what we got? Cool, another voucher used. Nice. Liam collects voucher used there. Well done, Warren. Nice to see you, mate. So, next one. We have to step it up a notch, don't we? Eh? We have to step it up a notch. What should we do for the next voucher? Casper's going to want a treat in a minute. I'll show you him having a treat again if you want. I never get tired of that trick. You know, it's mental. But I like to make him hang on a bit. Coin cupboard, hello Andy. Took me ages right enough, 3 hours of editing, probably 3 hours of rendering. No mate, it's nightmare, isn't it? I've got some ideas for the next one though, but it's a nightmare, absolute nightmare. Anyway Andy, voucher codes that you've missed so far are, if you use get a pen and paper, tell me when you've got a pen and paper, because you'll have missed it and you won't get it unless you do the playback. So tell me when you've got a pen and paper and I'll tell you the voucher codes for your freebies. There's been 3 so far and they're going to be all night long. Nice one, Lighty. See, now that's nice because you're doing that for Liam as well and you know that he's not here. That's nice, that is. See, a little bit of caring, that is. A little bit of doing something for somebody else. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Absolutely love it, I do. So, and then the other voucher code was Bungle Collects. BUNGLE COLLECTS. Come on up here. You're going to have to wait another 10 minutes. Come on. Oh, you're going to sulk. That's when he's sulking. When he comes the other way and he's here and he's all fussing and loving, that's where he wants his treat. Oh yes, in the raffle section. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So the next one, Andy, the next voucher code is going to be called Coin Cupboard. All the voucher codes tonight are going to be other YouTubers. So how many other YouTubers can we come up with? Because we're going to use all their names as the voucher codes. So everybody knows who these people are, right? Now the next one is, and the number of vouchers available, by the way, Andy, is the number of subscribers that we've got. So when they run out, they run out. And it gives people a reason to keep watching back on the videos. And every time they watch on the videos, they're going to hear your name and everybody else's name. So the next one is going to be capital letters, everybody. Everybody's sitting there with a pen and paper, you know. Hello, Mark. Absolute Coins. Is that you? Are you Absolute Coins? Because I'll use you on the next one, if you are. So, Coin Cupboard. And here's a thought, and it's only just entered my head, but the way my creative mind goes, each person that I use, like you, Andy, or whatever, they might decide on their own YouTube channel to say, do you know what, this company, www.thegreatbritishcoinhunt.com, used our name for a voucher code and it's worth this much money, go and use it. Oh no, they have to be on. They have to be on if I'm going to use them, Mark. Right, so everybody's sitting there, Andy, with pen and papers. Thank you, Tracy. The £1 raffle is now sold out. So we've got a 10p raffle sold out and the £1 raffle sold out. The winners are going to be drawn next week. John's going to love that job. Oh, he texted me a minute ago. Oh, and we had another sale. I've got to check what it is in case it's one of those. Oh, no, it's not. Come on, I want somebody to buy one of the... Go and have a look at, for a minute, while I'm just texting John. Go onto the page and have a look at the packaging for the Gruffalo. $24.95. But look what I'm throwing in with it. Huh, what was that sold? Something just sold, didn't it? It went jing. And have a look what I'm giving away with that. I'm giving that Gruffalo packaging a value of 25 quid with a receipt for 25 quid. What's not going to be on the receipt is all the stuff I'm throwing in with you. And since last night, I've added even more to it. I'm going to add in 30 pennies, all different years, 32p's, all different years. Now, the cost to me for that is negligible. It's nothing. But I would sell that for like 60 quid. That's what I mean. Coin Cupboard is going to be the next voucher code. COINCUPBOARD. That's going to be the next voucher code. And we've got to make it 50 now, haven't we? Because we've done 25, so we've got to make it 50, and it's got to be hard work, and it's got to make you want to rush off and advertise the links somewhere. So when it gets to 50 likes, I'm going to give you a £5 voucher code for the raffle section. £5. Now, what could you get for that £5? You could win a £500 mystery parcel with that £5. You could win a £500 investment with that £5. This next voucher code I'm going to give you could be worth bundles, right? Bundles. This could be like a spanking one. Thank you, Lighty. It's what we want, you see. Share it, get them all in here, get them all on. Last time I did when I did a live one last night, I picked up about 40 subscribers. Tonight, we started off at 1,250 subscribers. By the time we did Lighty Collects voucher, we had 1,290, so we picked up 40. We're now on 1,310, so we've picked up another 20. Thank you, Malcolm. That's what it's all about. Let's all help each other. Bungle's probably out putting coins out, I should think. Andy's had some fun doing it today, haven't you, Andy? It's not as easy as what you think. You look at these videos and you think, oh, that's easy, I'll do it. It's not easy. It's not easy. But I tell you what is fantastic. What is fantastic is watching these people put them out. That is what's fantastic. All over the country. Don't matter where you come from, don't matter who you are. Don't matter if you're Scottish, Irish, Welsh, don't matter if you're Glaswegian, don't matter if you're a Brummie, don't matter if you're whatever. Wherever you are, wherever you are, up for it. Brilliant. Can't fault that. Do you know what I mean? Can't fault that. Nice one, Steve. Nice one, Tracy again. Bobby, yes, thank you. I see them come through. They're going to go nuts on Monday morning. Kelly is going to do a cake on Monday morning when she comes in and sees the amount of orders there's going to be. But see, we'll join them all together. We'll merge them all together and send them all in the same package anyway. And how'd you do that, Steve? Trying to put them out. Did you have some bloopers? Anybody's got any bloopers, send them to me. 50 likes, it's a £5 off the raffle section. And Casper can have his treat. Oh, you woke up then, didn't you? Yeah, you heard that word, didn't you? Yeah, I can't look at them though, because if I start doing that, I'll get involved in that, and then I'll be missing comments and things. So, Dizzy, code isn't working. It must work. It has to work. Which one? Which code are we looking for? Bungle Collects code. Has anybody used Bungle Collects code and had a problem with it, or has it worked okay? Once you've typed it in, Bungle Collects, BUNGLECOLLECTS no space. Ron it worked for, Katie it worked for, so there's nothing wrong with the code then. If it works for them, there's nothing wrong with the code. Ron added automatically. What's that mean? What's added? Putting order through now. Yeah, so see how it works for everybody. We're going to have some fun with this tonight, we are. Code added as soon as I chose the tickets. Oh, that was cool. So it automatically added it. Oh, that's brilliant. Even I don't know how it all works. Bundle collects was automatically applied. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Just seen a circulated Peter on eBay sold for £27. Was it with a letter of provenance, Jeff? Because I doubt anybody's found one yet. There's no way anybody's found one yet. It's too soon. We haven't got them all out yet, so anybody professing to find one, it's hardly likely. I know there is one on eBay at the moment for an opening bid of 500 quid, and it's got a bid on it, and that has got a letter of provenance. The one that's on eBay now with a bid of 500 quid on it, that has got a letter of provenance. So that's what your coin's worth, Andy, 500 quid. Yeah, it's probably not the same one. Who's laughing now? Eh? Who's laughing now? How'd you like them apples? 500 quid and it's got a bid on it. Go and check it for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Go and have a look. Yeah. Be the right turn up, wouldn't it? If the car, I mean, let's not go that silly down that mark. Probably the first one to get sold will be that, but you know, if everybody tried to sell theirs at the same time, then the price would go right down. But if people sold them one at a time, oh, you're automatically in as moderator anyway, John. Nice to see you, mate. No restrictions on any of the vouchers whatsoever. Just use the vouchers. You just got to do it one transaction at a time. But use the vouchers. So your next voucher code is when we get to 50 likes and you get 55 quid off the raffle section. Is what you'll get. 5 quid off the raffle section when we get to 50 likes. And the number of vouchers available will be the number, yeah it is Andy, yeah, will be the number of vouchers available will be the number of subscribers we've got at that time I do the voucher code. And we'll keep going all night. Now, why are we going to go all night? We're going all night because I need to raise £1,000. www.thegreatbritishcoinhunt.com. Join. Go and join. Yeah, we're up to 31, 32 now. If you haven't clicked the like button, click the like button, because until we get to 50, I'm not going to make the next voucher code live. We'll make it in a minute. When we get up to about 40 odd, we'll make the code. And the code, if you've got your pens and papers on the ready, the code will be coin covered. So what you've got to do is you've got to let people know. www.thegreatbritishcoinhunt.com. Somebody type that up for him, please. 33 likes we're up to. More likes than we've got watchers. That's what we want. Spread the word, man. Spread the word. You're welcome. And everybody gets to use the voucher codes once. And why am I doing this? Why am I doing this mental thing? Well, I'm doing this mental thing because the next coin that we're releasing is the Gruffalo. When we released the Peter Rabbit, we paid for it. The Great British Coin Hunt, we paid for that. Lock, stock and smoking barrel, we paid for that. It's quite an expensive stunt. I want to do it on every single one of the 35 coins that they've not released so far. No, not too much. No, there he is. He wants his treat, doesn't he? You have to come over here. I want to do it on every single one of the 35 coins that they haven't released. Now, in order for me to do that, because if you think about this, supposing we just stopped at the Peter Rabbit, great publicity stunt, 400 coins going out there, you know, yeah, he's a lot better today, thanks. I think it's his teeth or something, maybe. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Carl. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Carl. So, yeah, so in order, if we do it with all the coin, if we do it with just one coin, the chances of you or anybody else finding a coin, it's like great publicity stunt, yeah, lovely bit of advertising, but you know, what's the chances of us finding one? We ain't never going to find one, and you could probably go the rest of your life without meeting anybody that did find one. Do you know what I mean? But if we did it on 400 or 500 or more on every single one of those 35 coins, now you're talking about, I don't know, 15, 14 or 20,000 coins going into the marketplace. 20,000 coins went in as fairly as we did the Peter Rabbit, thanks to John, right? If 20,000 coins went in that fairly, every single person, everybody, all of us would end up knowing somebody that found one or knowing somebody that knew somebody that found one. Every single one of us. Because there'd be enough in the marketplace for everybody, not everybody to find one, but for people to find one, and then, you know, it'll be one of those things where we'll all know somebody that found one. If you see what I mean. Now, in order to make that happen, that's going to cost an absolute fortune, right? And as creative a guy as I am, I ain't got that kind of money. So, and I'd need like, you know, I don't know, 10,000 investors to make that work. So that ain't going to work. So, and I ain't going to spend the money. I like to look at things and go, how can I get that done for free? And I don't want to pay the money for that. Now I know what a Peter Rabbit costs. I'm thinking, well, let's find a way around that. Let's find a way how we get it done for free. So we need an advertiser. We need a sponsor. But although we need a sponsor, an advertiser to come on board, until then, we've got to do it ourselves. And of course, we can't do it ourselves. So the only other way of doing it is to say to you, how about you come into this with us? How about you come on board? It's like a bit of a movement we've created in a funny kind of way. I mean, it's not a movement or anything like that, you know. But it is a bit like creating a movement, right? We've created a collectible market just with the ephemera packaging, because now if we do that on every coin, there will be people out there that will want to collect the packaging from every single one. Just like there are people that collect empty cigarette packets. People will want the empty, once someone's got one, they'll want the others. You've got a market created just out of nothing. So to keep all that going, you know, we need to be able to get you to pay for it. If I can convince you to buy into it, then you help me accomplish it, and we get it done and we get it out there. And by getting it out there, that adds value to the items that you bought off us in order to get it started in the first place. So if you buy the packaging off us, if you buy the coin off us and help us get it going, that money gets it going, and by sheer definition, all of you doing that and pitching in actually adds value to the item because it becomes collectible. And the reason it becomes collectible is because not all of you will buy it and sell it. Some of you will buy it and you will keep it forever. You will just keep it, just to have that one. Why not? You know, you bought into it, you've kept it, you've got it, you've got no wanting to sell it, you don't need the money. Some people will sell them, not everybody will. So there won't be as many on the market, and there certainly won't be any with letter of provenance with my signature on it. Not that my letter of provenance or my signature is worth anything, but you know, they're not going to be able to, there's only so far people can go to dupe and stuff, you know what I mean? Hi Marie, nice to see you. Casper says hello. Come on here then. Well, come over here. Come on. Now come back up. Yeah, come on. No, you come up here 5 minutes. Oh, it's time, isn't it? It's time for your treat. I've got to get him his treat. So excuse me for a second. I'll put the camera on the floor. Everybody can see you then. I know. Come on then. Wait. Now you know you're not to have it until I say you can have it. Alright? Do you know, sometimes I never get tired of this trick. Do you know, sometimes we'll be sitting here, me and Fran, and we're watching telly, and it's time for his little treat and stuff. And I'll go out to get his treat, and then I'll go, you know, I say I'll go to another room and forget what I'm doing, and I'll go out to get his treat. And then I'll put the kettle on while I'm out there. And I've come in and I've dropped the treat on the floor and I've told him to wait. And then I'll go out to make me a cup of tea for me and Fran. I've forgotten that I've put the treat on the floor. I've been out, I might be out there 15 minutes. I come back in with a cup of tea and he still ain't touched it. He's desperate to touch it, desperate to have it. And yet he's not going to have it until I say he can have it. But he got a bit confused then because I was talking to you and I moved, so he thought it was time. He was guessing. Go on then. That's a trick John loves as well. Hey John. It's a trick we never get tired of. He is so well behaved, it's unbelievable. Absolutely well behaved. He knows exactly how to behave around people and children, and yet he's the best guard dog you could ever have. He knows the difference. Do you know what I mean? Fantastic. Can't fault him. Oh, he's definitely spoilt, Tracy. I've got to close the door a bit. He's absolutely spoiled. So, if you go over to the website, which you've probably got in another screen, you've got the 20, oh, we've got some sales. You've got the packaging for the Gruffalo at $24.95, okay? And if you have one of them, just look on the description at what I'm throwing in with that. And everything I'm throwing in has a value, but I'm being honest in saying it cost me pennies. Those prints have a value of £10 each. They're beautiful prints from the 70s, 80s, proper vintage prints. They've got a value of £10 each, but they cost me pennies. The pennies I'm putting in cost me pennies. The 2p's I'm putting in cost me pennies. All that sheet of coins I'm putting in cost me pennies. So I'm being honest about that, but adding it up, the entire package at a retail price is like 100 quid. I'll just throw that in because it's stuff that I've just collected over time, and whilst when we had our own eBay account before we had the agents and got, you know, had that eBay problem. Thank you very much, Bobby, Tracy, Steve, everybody, Carol, Chris. Hi, Blended Whiskey. I forgot what I was saying now. It went. 36 likes, £5 when we get to 50. So I can't do it till we get to 50. And I can't make the voucher code till we get to 40. Oh yeah, the packaging. So all the stuff I'm throwing in has a retail value of over 100 quid, really. But, I mean, you could probably say it has a retail value of, if you really added up how much I listed everything for individually, it actually comes to about just shy of 200 quid. Actually, 75 quid for the page of coins. The other thing, the badge, that trap badge, and the thing is 75, 25 quid for all of that with the bumper stickers takes up to about 100, 40 quid for the prints, 140, 60 quid for the pennies and 2 quid P's, 200. So it's worth about 200 quid at retail value, that is, you know, full retail value, I'm saying. So that's what I'm using to entice you to pay 25 quid in order to fund that. So what that does is, it means I take all that old stuff that's actually got a value, but in a way of no use to me, because I'm really doing coins and stuff. So all of that stuff has no use to me. Or it's excess, or whatever. I'm taking all that stuff, and I'm using that to pay for that, in a way that gets you to buy that, and I use that to pay for that. Do you see? A bit of honest trading. And it's those sales that I need to add up, and we need to do £1,000 worth. Nice one, Steve. Thank you very much. Where are we? Packaging for the Gruffalo, brilliant. You won't be disappointed with the package, I promise you, Steve. You will be delighted with the package. In fact, you might even come back and buy another one for a Christmas present another day. You know, you could actually make, out of the 25 quid, you could probably make, sorry, but your nose, you could probably make, out of the 25 quid, you could probably make 4, 5, 6, you could probably make a dozen little token Christmas presents out of that. A couple of quid a present, you know what I mean? Coin. Buffalo packaging. Right. Where's the Peter Rabbit packaging? Gruffalo packaging, right. So, $24.95. Now we're nearly 75 quid into our target. And I'm going to sit here all night, or as long as it takes, to get £1,000 worth. So every time we get one of them sales, that's what gets written down. All the other sales don't matter because of the vouchers and one thing I said, don't matter about all the other sales. But those sales matter. So each time we get a sale, I'm going to write it down. And I want tonight to be worth £1,000. I'm going to donate my entire time tonight on a weekend, instead of when I shouldn't be at work, to the cause, to my own cause. I'm going to donate my time until... Hi Ron. No, that counts towards Logan's. It don't count towards my target. My target is to sell £1,000 worth of those 3 things, because I want £1,000 to go towards the stunt, to pay for the stunt. All the other stuff is either normal business, normal sales, or that packaging, Peter Rabbit packaging, is for Logan's wages, because we already said whatever money we get for that Peter Rabbit packaging, we'll put towards Logan's wages. So in a way, that Peter Rabbit packaging is worth several times more than what you're paying for it immediately. Because some of the people that buy the Gruffalo and the next one and the next one and the Frankenstein packaging and whatever packaging we do, they will want that. And that one has the lowest amount available, and it's the cheapest one. None of the others will be that cheap. Not now I've worked out a way to get it paid for. So it makes worth that buying, but it don't go towards this £1,000 total. Right, so if you want me to shut up, you've got to get this link shared, you've got to get people over here to buy those things, otherwise I'm going to be talking all night long, even if I'm talking on my own. Another voucher used, brilliant. So we want more of those. Use your voucher codes up, that means it keeps you interested, keeps you watching. Oh, nice one, Tracy, thank you. Another packaging, I really missed that, $24.95. And you see, by getting you to do it, it means that you're buying into the idea. And by buying into the idea, no matter what happens now, right? Let's pick on Tracy. Tracy, if you don't mind me picking on you, I want to pick on you, Tracy, right? You just bought the packaging. So Tracy now, no matter what, no matter if this is the worst idea since whatever, or the best idea since sliced bread, doesn't matter, right? Regardless of whatever the idea is, good or bad, doesn't matter. You buying into this now has given you a conversation piece. A conversation piece that very few people can have. So even if this goes in the press as a bad idea, you can have a laugh with your friends and go, I bought into that, what a wally, right? If it takes off, you can go to your friends, oi, I bought into that. Do you know what I mean? And worst case scenario, you see, with that ephemera packaging for, if you buy any of these, by the way, and I miss it, make sure you let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I won't be able to write it down. And that means I'm talking for longer. You see? And by doing this, you put it out to the people. Power to the people. That's what I say. I'll be able to go to bed if we hit £1,000. We've done 100. We've done 10%. We've done 10%. We've done 100. And I always say, if you can do one, you can do two. So I reckon we could do £1,000, and I reckon I don't have to sit here all night. But I will sit here all night if I have to. I'll donate the whole night and sit here all night, and I'll carry on sitting here, and it will be the longest live video ever done on YouTube. That's what it will be. 36 likes we've got. We need another 14 likes. How are we going to get those? I told you, I'll put the money up as we go on, but how do we get those likes? Do you know what I mean? I'm going to make a cup of tea in a minute while you think about it. How are we going to get that £5? John, you about? Mr. White. Mr. White, snap to attention, Mr. White. I bought the others and loved the surprise. Excellent. I'm so pleased you like the mystery parcel, Tracy. I really am. Do you know what I mean? We're all nervous here about all that. And I'm so glad we never had a single one returned. John, I've had an idea. I don't know how much time you've got or anything, or how much, how long you're able to be on with us, but because I've given away a few vouchers and people have used those vouchers in the raffle section, and I gave a raffle section voucher away, we've sort of sold a few, so I know that one of them is finished, and I just wondered, would it be too much of a stretch for you to look at those, pick a winner, and add that winner to the page, edit the page and add that winner to the page to display who the winner is. And then we could announce on here a couple of winners, just something to sort of liven it up a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Might get a couple of people sort of juicy woosies. So I don't know if you're able to do that, or if that's a bit too complicated for you at home to do. But if you are able to do it, any of the ones that are sold out at the moment, I haven't pulled a winner for. Your sort, something 1 said 2, I need the rest. Yeah. Still, you won't go far wrong buying those, as long as you pay the right price. Unfortunately, it now turns out the silver rabbit proofs are not going to be as valuable as what we all thought they would be. Disney Princess, will it be for a £5 for coins or raffle purchase? I'll tell you what would you like it to be? We'll put it out to a vote. I don't know how you do a poll on these things, so I'll put it out to a vote. How many people would like the £5 voucher when we get to 50 to be for coins, and how many people would like that £5 voucher to be for raffle? Disney Princess wants coins. Katie wants it for the raffle. Tracy wants it. Tracy, the 2016 Peter will set you back about 450. Oh, that one will, yeah. Raffle. 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 Coins. Katie. Katie, I've got a little job for you. Little job, little job, little job. Are you ready? Or are you off making a cup of tea? Because I'm going to go and make a cup of tea in a minute. But I've got a little idea, got a little job for you. Okay. You have a look at the comments, Katie, and see where the vote sways, because I couldn't count them all. Can you count them? Can you see? And find out whether it's to be coins or whether it's to be raffle. Yeah, you can get some nice silver ones. Right, I'll leave Katie watching that. You talk to Katie for a minute, you lot, and see what the... I'll make a quick cup of tea to keep me going. Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. Dooby, 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 dooby. Tablets time as well. That's it. Where are we then, Katie? What did we get to? 9 for coins and 4 for a raffle. Ah. 9 for coins, 4 for raffle. Okay, keep an eye on that then, Katie. And every now and again, just ask the question. But the people that have already voted, don't vote anymore. And then, because then it won't confuse Katie. Because you might as well just keep voting every now and again. Just ask people until we get up to 50, because we can't do anything until we get to 50 anyway. So that gives us a little bit of something to work towards. And Andy, are you on? Mr. Coin Cupboard, are you on? Excellent. Excellent, thank you. So one thing you could do, here's a thing you could do, right? Can you have a separate screen? If you can have a separate screen, right, like a little tab open, have Facebook open, or if you're a Twitterer, have Twitter open, whatever you are, you know, have the other one open, right? And then have a couple of links of mine ready, like this one, have a link ready of this one, copy the link. And then every now and then, just go over and find a couple of groups, find a different page. Even if some of you are posting the same link in the same group, that doesn't matter, because it just means it adds more power to the elbow. It shows more people that this is something that's going on. And put in the post, he's going to give away hundreds of pounds worth of vouchers tonight. Tell them, I'm going to give away hundreds of pounds worth of vouchers. Even if they don't like me, even if they don't like our company, they can still come along and they can still get a free coin. Do you know what I mean? I don't discriminate against anyone. They can still come on and get a free coin. Let them all know. And just keep it open, and every now and again, find another one, post it there. Find another one, post it there. Because there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of coin people and one thing and another. The more you post it, right, the more people will come over. 38 we're up to, we need 50. Andy, you on, Coin Cupboard? Are you on? No? $40. Oh, I'm showing 38. But we're getting there slowly. Nice, nice, nice. Good evening, my family collects. Nice to see you. You're a member of the site, aren't you, my family collects? You're a member of our site. We've given away 2, 4.50, £7.50's worth of vouchers so far. When we get to 50 likes, we're giving another £5 away, so that'll be £12.50. We're going to keep going all night, bigger and bigger and bigger. And Lighty's just posted some voucher codes for you. You just joined us. You can use those voucher codes, one voucher code per order each time, and get yourself some free coins. And if you're a YouTuber, a coin tuber, you can get yourself some prizes, free prizes to give away. Evening, Simon, nice to see you. Thanks very much for coming. If you look at the comments, you'll see that some people will post some voucher codes for you, so that you can go over, nip over to the site quickly if you want, get yourself a free coin or a guide or whatever you want to do. £7.50's worth of coins given out so far. As soon as we get, soon as we get to 50 likes, we're going to do a £5. Oh, excellent. Well done for you. Well done for you. I'm almost as excited as you to see what you're going to get there. But you need to give me, I need to give you the dates, don't I? You need to text me. You need to text me and I'll tell you what dates to look out for and pull out on the video. Right? and I'll tell you what dates I want, and I'll tell you how much I'll give you, and then you can pull all them dates out, and then when you've finished you can say, all these ones I'm going to send to Ian at the Great British Coin Hunt, all these ones going back to the bank, and all these ones I'm going to keep. See what I mean? Because you want to have stuff left over for people to see on the table that's worth collecting. Great idea, I think it is. So this video, this live stream is all about selling £1,000 worth of Gruffalo packaging. Yeah, it's alright, keep doing them. Post again and again and again. Whilst you're, you know, sitting here chatting to me. Because the higher we get up, right, I will give you bigger and bigger vouchers. So I'll make it worth your while to stick with me through the whole Talkathon. Just activating my Alexa. Thank you, Katie. Everyone's got a little role to play. It's brilliant. It's fantastic. We're getting everybody involved. We are. Yes, Simon, you have. But if you ask nicely, someone will give them to you. Because we're like that here. We share, don't we, peoples? We share and share. We say, hey, come and have a little bit of this. Well, Stefan, if you're talking about the 50p, the only two that you want to bother about, obviously the 2008 Britannia, yes you do, but you know, with the 50p you want a separate jar to put in the 2002 and the 2007. These are ones that you will find quite regular, but they are a lower mintage, right? Save those two coins, put them in a separate jar, and that jar there, and that one there, that jar there will be your jar of coins that you'll dip into only if you really need to. And you'd be surprised how many you can save, and they are actually worth a few bobs. So we've got 45 likes. As soon as I've finished rolling this, I'm going to do the next voucher code. The next voucher code, by the way, has everybody got their pen and papers ready? Right, you've got your pen and paper ready? Because the next voucher code, I'm going to set it in a second. The next voucher code is going to be coin cupboard. That's a coin tuber, coin cupboard. That's Andy. Scottish Andy, who goes in his cupboard. And that's going to be the next voucher code, coin cupboard. I'll tell you in a minute what you'll be able to use it on. Coin cupboard. COINCUPBOARD, coin cupboard. No spaces when you get to cupboard. Don't do a space at the end. Coin cupboard. Right? That's going to be the voucher code. And it's going to be for £5. I know how excruciating it is to have to sit and listen to me. I tried watching the video I did last night when I went to bed, and it just sent me to sleep. I couldn't get to the end of it. So this is excruciating for you. So I've got to make it worth your while. And we've got to raise this money. Come on, I need another 900 quid's worth of those three. And wouldn't it be great if we sold all the Peter Rabbits tonight, ready for the news on Monday? Eh? Ready for the news going out tomorrow, and we do another press release on Monday morning, and we've sold all these Peter Rabbits, and you've got this Peter Rabbit with a £500 bid on it. Think about it, that's got a £500 bid on it. You might as well buy one of mine for 50 quid. It's the same. Buy mine for 50 quid, put it away, don't let anybody have it. Valuable. Very valuable. Pardon me, I knew that was coming. Let's sort this voucher code out. store, discounts, discount codes, discount code. This is going to be coin cupboard. And it's going to be a fixed amount. It's going to be £5. Minimum purchase amount is going to be $4.99. It's going to be $4.99 minimum purchase amount. So you have to spend $4.99. For everyone. Usage limits. Can somebody tell me what our number of subscribers is, please? Limit to 1 per customer. Because this is the number, how many subscribers? This is the number that we're going to give away. 1,310. Alright, we're still on 1,310. We haven't gone up from there. The codes never expire, Simon. I put a number of available, so it's 1,310 at the moment. 1,320 it seems to be. 1,320. I'll take that figure. So I make 1,320 available. That's the number of subscribers, and when they're used, they're used. So if the subscribers don't use them, right, then and somebody else comes along and gets hold of the code, they can use it. Like he collects 1,330 now. Have a look. 1,330. That's it. That's what I'm making it. 1,330. Right. That's what I'm making it. 1,330. So I make the number of subscribers. All right. When it runs out, it runs out. However long that takes. So if you've got mates, you've got friends, you want to tell them about this. You want to tell them, get over. You want to use some of these vouchers. Brilliant. And we're going to keep going all night, right? But you have to do a bit of work, because I can sit here talking. I can talk the iron legs off a donkey. I ain't got any problem about rabbiting all night long. But if you want to get the voucher codes quicker, then you're going to have to go and share the word and tell people to come over and have a look, because I can't do that and talk to you. See what I mean? So you've got to do work for it. If you get me the number of likes that the target is quicker, then you get the voucher code quicker. You can go and have a spender. And I'll stay here all night and I'll do hundreds of pounds worth. I'll let you sit here watching me in my pyjamas. Hi Judith, nice to see ya. 1,330 uses, 1 per customer, $4.99, discount value of £5. Yes, Simon, they've been posted a couple of times. Just watch the screen right now and somebody's going to post those voucher codes for you. Probably Lighty Collects will post them for you. There you go. Ben's posted a couple. There you go. There's some more voucher codes all being posted. Right, we've got 4 more likes to go and then we release the £5. And what's it all about? It's all about getting £1,000 worth of sales on those 3 items on our homepage. Gruffalo packaging, and look at what we throw in with it. Look at what we throw in with it. The Gruffalo coin and the Peter Rabbit. The Peter Rabbit coin. Right, the Peter Rabbit coin's $49.95. We've sold about 6 or 7. We've only got about 18 left, something like that. And the Gruffalo coin's $29.95. And that's cheaper because there's 200 of them, and we're using the Gruffalo ones mainly to, all of that money really is to pay for the stunt, and then we can use all that money because we've paid for it on the next coin. I want to do a £2 coin next. I want to really shake things up with a £2 coin, but it's going to be a little bit more harder to accomplish, you see. So, mystery parcels. Hasn't that been brilliant? You've all been happy about that. Anyway, go and post a few links. Let's post a few links so we can get this voucher code live, right? And then I can rab it on about someone else. So let's do the hard sell, hard sell, hard sell. Post the links, post the links. 37 people watching, 46 likes so far. You're spending your time watching me sit and have a cup of tea. 46, Carol Gibson, coins. Everybody wants coins. If you haven't got your debit card ready, hurry up, get it out. Create new contact. Gotcha. Got you in my contacts now, which is cool. There's so many contacts in mine. Do you know what? If this is successful in some strange, weird way, I might even do it again. Mind you, she won't let me do it when she gets home. Right, so, and there's a reason for all of this, you see, all of this sharing and all the rest of it, because the more you share, the more people you bring over, the more chance we'll get that done. Interesting, Simon. Interesting thought. What does anybody else think about that thought? So we've got 4 more. Come on, 4 more. 4 more likes. How do we get 4 little tiny likes? 3. 3 little tiny likes. I mean, come on. How do we get them? Hello, Bungle. Oh, look at that. Bungle's coming to save you. Look at that. Bungle. Hit the like button, Bungle. Hello, Peter. Not quite. No, it's not me. I'm not allowed. It'll be in the Nationals next week. So there's voucher codes already that you might have been missing. We're going to give hundreds of pounds away tonight, whilst we're just trying to raise 1,000, a simple 1,000. And it doesn't matter what we do with the rest. We're going to get that 1,000 done, just to stick it to them, just to stick it to the Royal Mint and Change Checker and their crony buddies on the social media that are getting personal and calling our customers personal names and things like that. So, and saying this is all balmy and all load of rubbish and what you lot are like for buying into it. So I just want to stick it to them, do you know what I mean? So I thought, I'm coming on and I'm going to do it until we've sold £1,000 worth. Do you know what I mean? How do you like that, apples? We can say to them. How much have you raised so far? So far, we're 10% of the way there, Bungle. We've done 100 quid out of the 1,000. I'm only counting the sales on those 3. Thank you very much, Steve. I'm only counting the sales on those 3 items. Anything else doesn't matter. I'm counting the sales on those 3 items. Right? Yeah, I'm on it. All right, 52 likes. I'm on it. I'm getting there. Ready? Get ready. What we're going to do it on, I don't know. I haven't decided. Discount. What we're going to call a discount code. Oh, I thought I already did that one. I thought I already did it. No, I didn't do it. Okay, we have to start again. Right, the discount code on this one. By the way, Bungle, you wasn't here, but I used you earlier on for a discount code. So there's a discount code for £3, and the discount code is Bungle Collects. So anybody that ever uses that discount code, they know you are. Right, the next discount code is Coin Cupboard. So you have to think about this, because once I've done this one, I need a coin tuber for the next one. We've done Liam Collects, we've done Lighty Collects, we've done Bungle Collects, and we've done Coin Cupboard. So we'll need someone else. Percentage, we're going to give you a fixed amount. And the discount value is going to be a £5. Applies to, I'm not going to tell you yet. I've clicked the button, but I'm not going to tell you yet. Applies to minimum requirement, minimum purchase amount. You have to spend what we're going to do this time. You have to spend, how much you've got to spend? Tell you what we do. You have to spend £5.01. Is that fair? And you get a £5 off. My Family Collects. Okay. Alright then. Is My Family Collects alright with that? My Family Collects. There's a reason I'm doing this, you see, Bungle. Right, honest again. There's quite a possibility. There's quite a possibility if I use you fellas like this, so I give you free advertising for nothing. You might very well, you might not bother, and I don't care if you do or don't. But you might just go out there and go to your customers. Liam might say to his customers, hey, there's a voucher code knocking around with my name on it. And, you know, Bungle might say the same thing to his customers. You see, go over there, use Bungle Collects voucher code, and get this whilst there's still some available. See what I mean? There's a method in my madness all the time. And it drives you nuts sometimes, doesn't it, Bungle? You crack up when we're chatting. Anyway, I've got to do this. Right, £5 and a penny. I think that's fair. You've got to let me start fleecing a little bit of money out of you, so we'll have a penny off you, right? You've got to spend £5 and a penny, and you get a £5 off. Got it. Minimum purchase amount. For everyone, usage limits. How much did we say? 1,330. 1,330 subscribers. One per customer. So this can only be used 1,330 times with the voucher code Coin Cupboard. Right? So Coin Cupboard will be valid until it's been used by 1,330 people. So that's 1,330 people that are guaranteed to know Coin Cupboard's name. Whether they use it or not, or search for it or not, well, that's another thing. But 1,330 people are going to get to know Andy's YouTube name. Just like that. So easy. Off you go. There you go. £5 and a penny, and you get a £5 off. Well, I got it after talking to you, Bungle, and I wanted to talk to you about it. I got a proposition for you, but I need to talk to you about it on the phone. Oh, by the way, you can use it on anything. Anything you like. Coins, raffle, anything you like. I figured, well, it was, you know, it was a little bit in front with the coins, but you were sort of almost after Yarzy, so there you go. Use it on anything you like. Raffle, coins, whatever you want. Go and get a £10 coin half price. Now, I don't know why you're having that problem. John, are you on by any chance? I don't suppose you're on, are you? Are you about? Thanks, Lighty. That's what we want. That's what we want. Some of that going on. Lighty's just shared us on Change Checkers Facebook page, and why not? Why not indeed? Share us anywhere. What we got? Who's using the vouchers? Rena, well done. Nice. Ian. Nice. That's a good choice, Ian. Yeah, that's a good choice, that is. And it doesn't hurt us either. That's a good one. I like it. Alright, come on in, Steve. What you used yours on? Ah, okay. Yeah, cool. Another good choice. Notice I'm not mentioning things like this. Pick a number takes ages to go through all the numbers to find one that's not sold out. Carol, the easiest thing to do, if you're not bothered about the number, right, if you don't care what number you have, the easiest thing to do is just refresh the page. Yeah, well done, Ian. Just refresh the page, and whichever number it shows, that one's available, because it won't show a number that's not available. So just refresh the page, whatever number that shows, that's available. Buy it quick. Got me? If you're with me? I'm loving this. I really am loving the involvement, and I'm loving the kind of things that you're picking as well. You know, can't go wrong with that. John, are you on at all? So I'm just having problems with checkout, and I can't. See if I can't chase John up. So now what we're going to do? Right, where was we? Where did we get up to? Are we ready? Bum, 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 bum. Now then, shall we step up the ante a bit? Shall we? Right, now what we're going to do is where we've given Andy coin cupboard, 1,330 people can have a fiver for free. For free. Do you know what that means? That means, does anybody know how much we've given away so far? Add up how much we've given away. Shall we add that up? Because here, if we add up how much, no, if you add up how much we've actually given away, so if you write this in your post, this is the kind of thing that helps something go viral, right? Show you how it's done. Manipulation of the marketplace. I'm always talking about manipulation, right? 398,000, someone said. 10 grand, someone said. Now you're getting there. Now you're getting there, right? Where's my thing? Let's work this out. Let's work this out together, and get your computer thing. UK coin cabinet. How's you doing, mate? We need to get up to 100 next. 100 likes next. £10 is coming now. Let's have a look. Calculator. We've given away 1,250 times £2 equals. That's £2,500 right there. 2,500. We've given that away tonight. Because if 1,250 people came on here tonight and used that voucher code, they'd all get it. So we've given away tonight. The fact that they're not there to use it is immaterial, right? We have actually given away £2,500. Then we had Lighty Collects, pardon me, 1,290, excuse me, times £2.50 equals. Katie, if you say something, and Morag, if you say something, I can hit the button and make you a moderator. 3,225. Then, just made you a moderator, Katie, and then you can sort of help me catch up with some comments. And if Morag's about, I'll do the same for you. Right, you think about 13,000, way off the mark. Keep going. 3,000. So then we did Bungle. We did Bungle next. Thank you, Katie. Katie, I love you so much. You and Morag, I love you so much. You are fantastic, you are. You are absolutely fantastic. I couldn't do all of this without you. I really couldn't. Have a look at what that sound is in a minute. Right, so, Bungle, right, Bungle. 1,310 times £3 equals £3,930. Andy at the coin cupboard, right? Andy at the coin cupboard. £5. Andy in the coin cupboard is responsible. What's happening? What you doing? Hello, UK Coin Cabinet, mate. You want to catch up on this? So Andy in the coin cupboard, he's giving away £6,650. Andy in a coin cupboard, you're giving away £6,650. Bungles, I did wrong. 1310 times £3 equals. No. Bungle is giving away on my site, in his name, on my site, he's giving away £3,930. Hello, 50p Hunter. Lighty Collects is giving away £3,225. Liam Collects is giving away £2,500. That adds up to plus 6650 plus 3225 plus £16,305. So now, write another post, and you can see this happen before your eyes, right? If you start writing posts as we go along, people are going to start taking notice in. They're not going to be able to resist it. www.thegreatbritishcoinhunt.com. They're not going to be able to resist it. So now do your post and go, this man is live, and so far tonight he's given away £16,305. And when we get to 100 likes, you can say, very shortly, however long that is, till we get to 100 likes, supposing it's 1,330 again, supposing, right, times £10, we're going to give away £13,300. Now, there'll be a condition with this one, you know, come on. There'll be a condition with this one, so you'll have to spend a couple of quid. I don't know, maybe we'll make it like, spend at least 15 quid, get £10 off. That would be fair, wouldn't it? Would that be fair? Still giving away £13,300. No matter how you look at it, it's giving away £13,300. And I'm going to keep doing this all night long. So, go over there and post and say, so far he's given away £16,305, and shortly he's going to give away another £13,300. 13,300. That will add up to £29,605 that we'll have given away by the time we get to 100 likes. Imagine where this is going to go. And once again, it's not going to happen without you. Whatever I'm doing, however it's manipulating, and I'm showing you how the manipulation works and how you, just as long as me, can manipulate any marketplace, no matter what you like. It's just a question of whether you manipulate it honestly or manipulate it dishonestly. I prefer to live in a world where you can manipulate the marketplace honestly. Do you know what I mean? That's what I prefer. Now I'm losing track of where I am. I've got to go and see some sales. Let's have a look. Who's buying? Judith. Nice to see you, Judith. Thank you. Judith's here. Nice. Kian, you're on. Get in there with your vouchers. That's what we want. Thank you very much for that, Kian. Logan will be touched. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Now remember, the only sales I'm counting tonight on this bit of paper, the £1,000 I'm raising, the only sales I'm counting on this bit of paper are the Gruffalo packaging, the Gruffalo coin and the Peter Rabbit coin. They are the ones that I need before I stop. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. Until I've sent all of you crackers. 56 we're on, we need 100. So now you've got to go a bit sensationalism, right? A bit like the old media, right? The posts. He's given away 16 grand so far. He's going to give away another 13 grand shortly, as soon as he gets to 100 likes. And that is real money I'm giving away, because the voucher codes, even though... Hello, Trixie. Watch the comments, Trixie, and a couple of people are just about to update you a little bit and give you some voucher codes and things. Yes, go to the home page. If you go to www.thegreatbritishcoinhunt.com and you're on there, and the first thing you see is my ugly mug, right? And look at those listings, and one of those will be the Gruffalo package coin, one will be the Peter Rabbit coin, one will be the Gruffalo package or the package coin, there's separate ones each, and then the other one is the Peter Rabbit packaging for Logan, right? Remember, the Peter Rabbit packaging is paying for Logan's wages, because he's off sick for about 6 weeks, bless him, and we can't afford to pay him 6 weeks full wages, and he's too ill to work. He's trying to work from home, he's sending out our press releases and stuff like that, and I think the least we can do for that kind of loyalty, do you know what I mean, is to do our best to find a way to pay him. And that's how I did it. That's why I came up with that Peter Rabbit ephemera in the first place. It's just that the ephemera, the idea's gone on and gone on and gone on. But that's why I came up with that idea in the first place, to pay Logan's wages while he's off. So when we get up to 100 likes, we're going to get a tenner. And we'll do the voucher code, right? So the voucher code is going to be My Family Collects. My Family Collects is going to be associated with giving away... Can someone help the UK coin cabinet? He is seriously confused. My Family Collects is going to be used to give away £13,000. £13,000, My Family Collects. That's what we're going to give away using your name. So 1,300 and whatever people will use that voucher code, and every time they use that voucher code they have to put in your name, and they're only going to get these voucher codes by watching this video. They can't get it any other way unless they watch this video and sit and trawl through hours and hours and hours of this video, knowing full well that My Family Collects relates to another coin tuber. Because people that are watching this on playback, every single voucher code relates to a coin tuber, and in order for you to be able to use that voucher code, you've got to write in that coin tuber's name, so it's there in your head. No reason for you then to forget it and not go and have a look at them. So my family collect is going to be £10. I don't know how many that's going to be, but we're going to be giving away £10, 1998 euro, 50p coin. Does it have potential to become a collector's coin? 1998. Can't get any raffle tickets, all sold out. They can't be all sold out, some of them must be. Yes, because if you want to talk about the old 50p coins, like the Presidency is the one you're talking about, they really are fiver coins. They really are worth a fiver, even though, hello Barry, no worries. All right, so a few people have joined us, so I'm going to give you a quick update, and then we're talking about 50p's that we're going to go into then, so you'll have to remind me to come back to the 50p's. Let me give everybody a quick update, the new people. So, we're going to be paying for the stunt of putting in the Gruffalos and the next coin, and I'm putting that out to the people. I want you to help me pay for that until I bring in an advertiser on board. Once we get enough attention, advertisers will be lining up waiting to get on board. But until then, we've got to do the stunt and cover the stunt ourselves. So I need help with that. I need your money. Can't do it on my own. I'm going to be honest about that. I need your money. Between the lot of you, you've got the money. So I need to entice you to part with some of that money. I need to make the deal enticable. So the packaging for the Gruffalo, $24.95 on the homepage of our website. The Peter Rabbit, and in with that, I've priced it at $24.95 to specifically give it a value. So you get a receipt for $24.95 for that signed packaging with a letter of provenance. But then I chuck in a load of freebies for you that are worth £100 that I would sell for £100, even though they didn't cost me much. That's that. Then we've got the Peter Rabbit coin, $49.95, and the Gruffalo coin, $29.95. All of that money from those three items, every time we get a sale, I write that down. When I've sold £1,000 worth, I'm going to bed. If I haven't sold £1,000 worth by the morning, then I'm staying on. And you're going to have to watch me have a shower. So if you want to help, and you want to help us get a bit of awareness, and you want to help us reach that target, then go and put a post somewhere. So far, we've given away £16,000 worth of vouchers. When we get to another 100 likes, we're going to give away a £10 voucher, which would be about 13 grand's worth of vouchers. That means we'll have given away nearly £30,000 worth of vouchers so far. And we're just going to keep doing that all night until you cave in and get that credit card out and buy one of those Peter Rabbit coins or one of those Gruffalo coins and get me to my target. Only 4 numbers left on a 50p raffle. That's brilliant, Katie. We're not able to draw the raffles tonight, otherwise I would. How is a £10 voucher worth £13,000? Because 1,330 of them might be available. That means 13,300. See? If you give a £10 voucher away 1,330 times, you're actually giving away £13,000. Nice to see you, Javid. Nice to see you. Thank you very much. That is wonderful. That's exactly what we want, that is. Exactly. Can't grumble with that. There's loads of vouchers, Javid. You want to find them all, use them all. You know, you can trawl through videos and videos and videos. People will be watching this video, as long and as boring as it is. People will be watching this video to get those voucher codes. Thanks, Barry. So we've got to get £1,000 worth of sales on that stuff. You're in, Sandra. What did you have? Oh yeah, okay, got you. Thank you, Sandra. You've got the voucher worked out. Brilliant. Brilliant. I hate it when someone's having trouble with a voucher code because I know it must be really frustrating for them. Right, so Instagram, so much easier for me. Are you there, Katie? Because I was just wondering. Ah, you're such a darling, you are. I'm just going to go and make another cup of tea. So if anybody new comes in, can you just sort of let them know what's going on a bit? And now what we want, while I go and make a cup of tea, if everybody nips off onto social media for a second, leave some posts, take the link of this one. I will make you a cuppa. Copy the link for this live video and write a post, go and post it on social media somewhere and say, this is mental, in your own words, put it in your own words, whatever you want to say, but go and say, oh, well done, 500 subscribers tonight, massive. And leave your link in here as well, let people know your link. And let them know this bloke's off his nut, off his cake, mental, whatever you want to say. He's giving away 16 grand tonight, he's giving away another 13 grand in about half an hour. And he's probably going to give away another 50 or £100,000 throughout the night. Let them know. And they've missed it. Right, I'm going to make a cup of tea, take me tablets, so don't drop down dead. Oh yeah. Smash the other iPad. Right then, I'm back. It's quiet, isn't it? Adjust myself. Thank you, Katie. 59 likes. See, now for you to get hold of that tenner, as it never worked, whatever I tried, Bungle Collects. When you did Bungle Collects, did you put a space after it? Did you put a space after it? Oh, Morag, I'll make you a moderator as well. I mean, there ain't much to do as a moderator, I don't think, at the moment, because we don't get tens of thousands of comments. But if I make you girls a moderator now, each time I do one, you're automatically a moderator. I found that out earlier on. I went to make John a moderator and he's already is one. So now I've made you a moderator. Anytime I do a live and you come on, you'll automatically be in there moderating, if you see what I mean. You should be automatically connected. Hello, Coins and More. Hi, Matt. Nice to see you. So, so what we need you to do is we need everyone to go and make a post and say that in whatever words you want, right? As pleasant and as funny and as derogatory and as whatever it is you want, right? Go and do a post. And what's my discount code, you muppet? Bungle Collects. Bungle Collects. That's your discount code. It's worth £3, your one. So, write a post. Everybody write a post. In your own words. And just go like, you know, Ian, nutcase, whatever you want. So far he's given away £16,000 for vouchers. He's given away another £13,000 worth when he gets to 100, and we've got 60 likes, so we want 40 more, and everybody gets a tenner. And we'll have to figure out as we go, between we get there, what the minimum spend's going to be. Don't want it too much that you don't use it. I want everybody to use the code. So we've got to make it good, but at the same time, we're starting to get up into the big money now, so we've got to have a couple of quids come back. Know what I mean? Fairsy, fairsy. All capital letters, Bungle. Go on and try it. See? I don't know when I'll be doing them again. The 2019 cues, I don't know. So go and use now, all you coin tubers out there, Bungle, Andy, and all you other coin tubers, right? Use these voucher codes, get yourself something, and then whatever you get yourself, get guides to start with, and then get whatever else you get yourself, and use it for your collection, or give it away as a prize. Get the item and give the item away. But I ain't going to stop until we get £1,000 on those 3 items. So, somewhat, you know, hit the cards tonight. It's all in a good cause, because you're part of a movement. You're going to be part of this, and it is going to gain so much momentum. I've lost count now on the amount of publicity there is. Nice one, Bobby. Thank you, Bobby. And I want to involve all you coin tubers in it. And I've got some great ideas to involve you. Now then, I don't know if you know. Oh, the other news. What is the other news? Some of you don't know this yet. Bungle, you don't know this yet. So when Fran comes back off on holiday, now, I might say in a minute, I'll give you, go and put the, go and make some posts, and then I'll tell you, right? A brand spanking new my manipulation, Peter, won't hurt youngsters. All my manipulation's going to do is bring to light the farce that's going on, the money making that there is, the skullduggery that there is, and the end result is it's a lot better for coin collectors. And what I'm doing is great for kids, it's great for children, and it's great for coin collectors. What they're doing is not great. They're starting to get, the representatives of Change Checker and Royal Mint are now starting to get on their social media personal. They're making personal attacks, and they're not just making personal attacks about me, they're making personal attacks about my customers. And I don't like that, and that's not good for children. That's bad for children. That's setting children the wrong example. There's children watching this now. There's children been watching me all day. You can't, you know, these people need someone to look up to. I don't mean me, that came out wrong. These people, the children look up to the adults is what I meant to say, not me, the adults, all of you, all of us in the coin collecting community, all these social media posts that everybody makes when they're having a moan and one thing and another, people forget there's children watching. There's young coin collecting children that all you adults are getting involved in the collecting, and you're doing that because that's what you're being told to do. Save this for you and your children and your grandchildren. You get the children into it, and then you've got the people bitching and moaning and all that. That's fine. People are allowed to bitch and moan. There's nothing wrong with that. Free speech and all that. But they start getting personal. and they start calling you names. They call me names. I don't care about that. They can call me all the names I want. I don't care. I've been called more names than you could possibly think of. I've had people stand in front of me telling me that they're going to rape my children, they're going to rape my wife, they're going to kill me, they're going to kill my kids, they're going to burn the house. I've had all of that. All of that. So all of what's going on over there doesn't bother me one little bit. It's like water off a duck's back. But I got the ump today. I got the ump this morning actually. Because some of those personal comments are now personal against my customers. They're calling my customers names. And I don't like that. And I told Ian Glenn the other day, and I've told the Royal Mint, when your people punch me, I'm going to punch back. And when I punch back, I'm going to punch back 10 times as hard. I've been honest about that. I've been straight up about that. So that is what's going on. And I love it when people disagree with me. I love it if you don't think the same as me. I'm quite happy with this Marmite relationship that I have with people, so on. But I'm not gonna buckle down, and I'm not gonna be bullied, and I'm not gonna then on top of that, whilst negotiations are supposed to be going on, we're getting this kick in the teeth business going on, and now they want to get personal and start calling names and calling my customers names. No, I'm going to start punching back. So I'll highlight the cartel that they're running, illegal. I'll highlight the monopoly that they're running, illegal. And I'll highlight the cons that they're doing. And, if people don't like me for that, well, that's fine. That's fine. I've got no problem with that. But I am extremely respectful to the children. I can't stop smoking. I'm doing the live things. I try very hard not to even smoke on there. I go off and have my fag a bit off the screen. People forget that there's children watching. It's like that. That thing when you've got adults talking and arguing, right? And you've got adults talking and arguing, and the kids are in the room, but no one's noticing the kids. No one notices the kids because you're having this debate, you're having this, no one's noticing the kids. Well, the kids are watching that, and then they go off and they behave the way that they've seen. And I'm guilty for behaving the wrong way in front of children in my lifetime. I'll be the first one to say I'm guilty of doing that. And we all have a responsibility for that. But people forget online is just the same as the real world. We have a responsibility online. And getting personal and being bitchy and nasty shouldn't be doing that. There's children watching. That's all I'm saying. Excuse me, my nose is itchy. I do get on my soapbox. But that's why I'm doing this. If you're going to punch me, I'll punch you back. And if you punch my customers, I'm going to punch you back. And you ain't got to take my word for it. Just go and have a look at the posts yourself. Go and have a look at the names that they're calling people like you. Well, not you, because you haven't bought into this, but all the people, all our customers that have bought into this and like what we're doing, some of the things they're saying are not very pleasant. And I can't go into these places and defend myself or defend anything else because they lock me out. Do you know what? It's true. My nan used to say to me, God bless her, my nan used to say to me, yeah, get on it, Steve. Why not? It's interesting. It's really interesting. My nan used to say to me, if you ain't got nothing to hide, why are you hiding it? That's what my nan used to say. About all the rules and laws and technologies and all the rest of it. Simple. If you ain't got nothing to hide, why are you hiding it? Why you got that behind your back? If you ain't got nothing to hide, show me. What can you say? Oh, well, I was hiding it. It's true though. The way that our grandparents used to teach us, it's true. What we got here? Fantastic. Look at that. Fantastic. Thanks, Sandra. Nice. Oh, get in there, Mr. Dean. Get in. Thank you. So we have another Peter Rabbit. Thank you very much indeed, mate. So that's now, where are we? A Peter Rabbit coin. That's another 49.95, and that means there's only about 17 or 18 left. And we're more than 10% towards our goal. So, this might be a long night. 62, come on. Get them posts out there. Tell people there's a nutcase on. And so, if you're still on, the chap I was talking to then, who I've forgotten who it is, I think it was Peter then, I don't know. If you're still on, finishing that conversation off, if I haven't offended you. Thank you. If you're still on and I haven't offended you. So, you know, I don't mind them posting their links and stuff and customers posting their links on my social media, but then they get discriminatory and tell my customers that they're not allowed to post their links and things like that, you know. But if you're happy with them and all the rest of it and what they're doing and one thing and another, then that's cool. You know, I've got no argument there, none whatsoever. And I'd be more than happy to have debates, and you know, you feel free to say it. If you disagree with what I say or whatever, feel free to say and whatever, and I'll answer you. This is a great time when I'm on live for people that haven't quite clued up about what I'm on about and don't agree with what I'm saying to ask, because now you'll get it in conversational terms and you'll hear the emotion in my voice, so you can't misconstrue what I'm saying, if you see what I mean. Have you done another post on our Facebook, Morag? Could you do another one on there, letting them know that we've given away 16 grand so far? That should bring us over about 20 people. We've got 1,700 likes. That should bring us over about 10 or 20 people. How do we, come on you people, how do we get creative? All of you coin tubers out there, how do we get Matt his £10, no, yeah, his £10 voucher? So my family collects, gets 1,300 people putting his name into a voucher code system. How do we get that? We need 100 likes. How can we get 100 likes? How about all of you coin tubers do a quick video and say, come over to Ian's channel, because he's giving away 16 grand and he's about to give away another £13,000. Come over, upload a quick video, take you 30 seconds, a minute, advertise your own channel, of course, as well. That'll take you a minute, 30 seconds. That will go out to all of your subscribers, boom, straight away, and they'll know. Thank you, Bobby, very much. I didn't see that one coming. Thank you very much. That's nice. That's nice. A bit of help towards the Royal Mint Legal Action Fund. That's nice. I didn't see that one coming. I didn't think about that tonight, to be honest. My head was too involved in everything else. What's What's that mean? $63. How do we do it? How do we get up to 100? And how do we make it interesting enough for you to sit and watch all this drivel in order to get up to 100? Because then I'm going to go for 150. Thank you, Bungle. Say anything you like in the posts. Just bang them out there. Let people know this is going on right now and they're missing out. Because no matter what you feel about me, Marmite or not, thank you very much, Matt. You know, Marmite or not, there's free coins going here. They're not fortunes, all right. Not fortunes. You're not going to get £50 coins free, but you know, little odd coins here and there that you can add to your collection for free, just for a bit of fun, and turning all this stuff and all this what's going on into a bit of fun. You know, doesn't have to be fisticuffs. Can deal with it in a peaceful, protesting kind of a way. Even if I am 6 foot tall, built like a brick shit house, and a face like a smacked ass. and twice as creased and dented. You can still do it peacefully. Even ex-bouncers can be peaceful. Do you know what I mean? It's not all about punch-ups and things. It's like nice peaceful way of protest. I can't think of a peacefuler way of protesting than to give money away, give things away. My favourite 50p coin. I don't know about that one. My favourite 50p coin. Yeah. What's everybody else's favourite 50p coin? I don't really know what mine is. Excuse me. I'd have to think about that. I think my favourite 50p coin has to be for a couple of reasons. Partly because of the way I'm made up, but I think the WWF for me, because it is a lovely defined coin. There's loads and loads of little tiddly tiny animals on there, and you can make most of them out. There was a lot of care went into that one, I thought, and I think it's one of the few decent things that they did as far as their coins are concerned, and they gave some recognition to a worthwhile organisation, you know, which I thought was brilliant. A worthwhile organisation that's got no political ties and all of that, or not supposed to have. WWF, yeah. So I think that's my favourite one because of all the connotations that go with it, and because it's a really good design. Just a shame that it's a bit overpriced. I sell it and it's a bit overpriced, but that's the market. There'll be a tenner each by next Christmas. Dual date's a nice coin. Dual date's a nice coin, but it's very underrated, the dual date. The value of a dual date, if you go by valuations and use your Kew Gardens and all the rest of it, the value of a dual date should be around 200 and 250 quid. That's what the value of it should be according to its mintage and so on. It's a very underrated coin. And one day, it's like your market price is up here, but your market's down here. And it's one of those that's in reverse at the moment, and it just ain't caught up. But it's catching up, and it will catch up, and it will overtake the Kew Gardens at some point. It's just that it's not caught on as much as the Kew Gardens, and it's very missed. But it's actually worth, its value should be around 200, 250 quid. Anybody that buys a dual date at the moment will double their money on it, treble their money on it. You know? Anybody that puts money into that, over the next 5 years, they'll double, treble their money. Because over the next 5 to 10 years, it will overtake the Kew Gardens. It will go where it's supposed to, but it just ain't where it's supposed to be yet. You know? It's like a horse finishing fourth that should actually finish first. You know, it's not in the right race, but it deserves to, because that's where it should be, 250. And that is the fault of the media. The media have made the Kew Gardens worth what it is. That's all. If the media told the truth about what's valuable and what isn't, that is why, Dean. It's the media that's made the Kew Gardens expensive, because it's the coin that they concentrate on. They don't give it right, and that's only because journalists, unfortunately, they don't all do their due diligence. So one journalist, an ideal example of that, the Daily Star prints a story, the Sun prints a story about us and says, no, let's go back even further. I say on video, the moment these go into the slot, I reckon they're going to be worth £100 each. That's what I say on video for the Peter Rabbits, right? Where all the volunteers put them out. I said on video, throwaway comment, the minute, it was only a throwaway comment, the minute they go into the slot, They're worth £100 each. And Bungle picked me up on that. He phoned me up, was chatting on the phone, and he picked me up on that. It was only a throwaway comment that I made, but he picked me up on that, and he had a laugh over it, and he's like, £100 each, seriously. And then the next thing we know, the Sun is printing £840. And then the next thing after that, the newspapers, the Daily Star printed, these might be worth thousands. Now, they printed that, and then other newspapers copied the story. A lot of people ignore the old 50p's, and they copied the story. And they're not checking out the story. So you get Chinese whispers going on. And already, this is the proof. This is exactly what's happened with the Kew Gardens, is what's happening now. I said £100. That's why I put them up at $49.95, because I value them at £100. I'm putting them up at half price, so that you put a bit 50 quid into it, and at the same time, that 50 quid you put into it has got a chance of actually doubling. I value them at £100, and all of a sudden, flipping papers are putting ridiculous monies on them, and that's what they've done with the Kew Gardens, and they concentrated on it and concentrated on it and concentrated on it, and ignored the dual date. Nobody's interested, no journalists are interested in printing a story about the dual date which you can't find in your change. What's the point? What's the point in doing a story on a coin that you can't find? Pardon me, there's no human interest story in that, sorry. There's no human interest story in that. There's a human interest story in telling you about the coin that you can find in your change that's worth money. So that's where the Kew Gardens comes in. And that's why they concentrate on it. That's the only reason they concentrate on it. You know, even newspapers is all about marketing, manipulation and stuff. So that the Kew Gardens has been manipulated into first place when it doesn't belong there. Does not belong in first place. It belongs in second place. In fact, it doesn't even belong in second place, because first place should go to the coins that haven't been released into circulation. So a 1972 50p is rarer than a Kew Gardens. And yet you can buy a 1972 50p off me for 15 quid, and you can probably buy it cheaper off someone else. But it's rarer than a Kew Gardens because it didn't go into circulation. People forget about these coins. So the Kew Gardens is nowhere, is not even number 1, it's not even number 2, and it's not even number 3 or number 4, really. They made it. And because the media did what they did with it, that made you spend the money you spend on it. And that market has been manipulated to such a point that if I had a box of 1,000 Kew Gardens, I could sell them at £100 each, and they would fly off the shelves, and you would all buy them. And the only reason you're buying them is because the media told you to. So the Kew is a fraud then. In a way, it is a fraud. In a way, it is a fraud, because it isn't worth the value of the Kew, even though I valued it, and I was the first person to value it at 89 quid. It's not worth the value that it's given. It's one of those things that's overvalued, way overvalued. You can't value a coin that's 2.5 times more common at more money than the coin it's 2.5 times more common more. I mean, that's ridiculous. How can you know, yeah, mintage and popularity. And the popularity is caused by the papers. I haven't got any Peter Pan 50p's. I was offered a load. I don't know if that deal's going to come off. I was offered a load of Bunce ones, Bunce sets, but I don't know if that will come off. Well, yeah, what other way can you protest? Here's one for you. 1967, this is my understanding, in 1967 they minted the big penny, and they wanted to carry on minting the big penny because they knew that the big penny, everybody would want to buy into the last year that the big penny was minted. So what did they do? The Royal Mint goes across to the Treasury and the government, and they all have meetings and that, all behind big meetings and one thing and another. And they say, what we want to do is we want to carry on making the penny in 1968, but we want to carry on giving it a 1967 date. and because people are going to buy into this as the last year that the penny was made, right? £500. Yeah, Morag. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, Peter Rabbit with a letter of provenance. One of the people have put it up for sale, and it's got a £500 bid on it, and it's got a bid on it. It's up for £500 opening bid on it, and it's got a bid on it. Yeah. So, and that kind of thing will happen. Where was I? I've lost my train of thought now. Lost it. Who's paying attention? We ain't getting anywhere with these likes. Who was paying attention? What was I up to? I was sounding off again, wasn't I? What was your comment? What was your comment? What was your comment? What was your comment? Oh, not the way of protest, yeah. Yeah, well, I don't know any other way of protesting, really. You've got to protest somehow. I've tried writing to them, I've tried having meetings with them, they're not interested. That kind of stuff. So why not protest this way? Why not? Who's it hurting? Am I hurting anybody within the coin community? No. Am I doing any damage to the coin community? No. Are the actions that I'm taking, can they result and end in doing good for the coin community? Yes. So how can that not be a good protest? Out of my protest, if you like, people are benefiting, coin tubers are benefiting, the coin collecting community is benefiting, charities are benefiting, good causes are benefiting, all getting highlighted, all out of a peaceful protest. All of this good that's getting done, all out of a peaceful protest. If the only thing that this entire protest of mine that's gone on for 2 years, if the only thing that accomplished at the end of it, and I got to the end of it, and it was all finished, and someone said to me, that's just dragged on for 3 years, and the only thing you've accomplished is 4 cans of soup going into a food bank trolley, I would honestly say, that'll do me, that was worth it. They benefited, somebody benefited, it done some good. Yeah, well, chap was saying that this may not be my, the best way to protest the way that I'm doing it, but no, you're quite right, Trixie. You're absolutely quite right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying about the dual date and the Kew Gardens. Something is wrong somewhere. You've got something out of balance. Either the dual date isn't priced high enough, or the Kew Gardens is overpriced. Because for the mintage, it's way overpriced. One of them is out of bonk with the other. And the only thing that makes a difference on that is the newspaper coverage it's given. That's the only thing that makes a difference. The newspaper coverage that it's given. But that coin is not honest. It's a bunch that's been scuffed up and given an open. Call that then. How can you say it's not honest? What's not honest? What's not honest about saying to the customers, I'm going to duff these coins up, and you watch, the market will automatically give them a value. I'm not holding a gun to people's head to say go and bid on that coin or go and buy that coin. I'm not holding a gun to people's head saying spend 50 quid on one of those coins I duffed up with a crappy letter of providence that I took the mickey out of myself the first time I announced the letter of providence, because I knew everybody else would, so I took the mickey out of it myself straight away. It's a crappy letter of providence. It's the best I could do on my iPad that I've printed off on my home computer. It's got lines across the page. It's not the most professional thing in the world. And when I send the coins off to the people putting them out, I take no care out of them. I duff them up even more. Squash them between old knackered 2p's. The whole thing is about highlighting various bits and pieces. But in doing what we're doing, no one can deny that I've created an ephemera market for the packaging. people are buying into that, whether you think it's nuts or not, whether you agree with it or not, doesn't matter. Whether I'm a sandwich short of a picnic or not, it doesn't matter. People have bought into it, therefore it's collectible. So, you know, even though people can say I'm an idiot for what I've done, that's fine. I'm an idiot. I know I'm an idiot. I'm not the most sensible, sharpest tool in the block, and I make myself look a fool many times. And you can say what you like about me, but the one thing you can't deny about is that it's done. Why are they going to get their fingers burnt? Why do you call them a mug? Somebody wants that coin and they want that letter of providence. Why are they a mug? Just because you think you wouldn't pay for it, which is great, but why does that make them a mug? How is that person getting their fingers burnt? How are they getting conned? It's not honest holding back all of the 2000. You're quite right. But it's an important thing here, because you're saying, and there are people like yourself that will think that way, you're saying this person is going to get caught, this person's going to get his fingers burnt. Who is standing in that person's house, holding a gun to their head, saying, you have to bid on that. Bid on that coin. Bid on that coin or I'm going to shoot you. Who's doing that? If somebody's got 500 quid and they want to bid on that coin, let them. You see, here's things that people forget about. There's 5 2019 Peter Rabbits on eBay, what circulated ones. Here's things that people forget about. Money is all relative. It's all relative, right? So, paying 500 quid for a coin, seriously, would I pay 500 quid for one of those coins? Not on your life. If I wasn't doing it and someone else put that up, would I pay 500 quid for it? Not on your life. I wouldn't pay 500 quid for it. No way on earth would I pay 500 quid for it. But I'm a man who doesn't earn even £1,000 a week. My wages are well less than £1,000 a week. I probably earn about 500 quid a week is my wages. I'm not on a good wage, brilliant wage. Not what I consider a really good wage to be £1,000 a week. Anything over that I consider to be brilliant. Anything under that I consider to be a reasonable wage. And I'm on 500 quid a week. So, you know, I'm on a reasonable wage. I'm not on anything massive because I'm still building a business. But money is relative. I'll buy this for 60 quid. I wouldn't pay 100 quid for it, but I will buy it at 60. Right? Now, somebody that's on 50 grand a year is £1,000 a week. Somebody that's on £500,000 a year is 10 grand a week. Somebody that's on £500,000 a year is earning 10 grand a week. Now, let me tell you that 15 years ago, was it 12, 15 years ago, the person running the NSPCC's wages was £250,000 a year. That was 10, 12 years ago. Right, so there are a lot of people out there that are earning £250,000 or £500,000 a year. A lot of people. When you've got that kind of money and your little kiddie goes, oh mummy, I want that, I've seen that, Peter Rabbit, I want that one, no one's got that one. You're earning 5 grand a week, 10 grand a week. 500 quid is nothing. It's, you know, me or Morag or Katie would probably think of nothing spending 20 quid on our kids, right? You know, for them, Morag, Katie, me, the likes of me, them, right? To spend 20 quid on their kids, I'll spend 20 quid on Casper like that. Like that. I wouldn't even blink. Would I spend 2 grand on Casper? Not in a million years. But there are people out there that have got so much money, they don't know what to do with it. And the only way they can spread that money around is to buy things like that. How else can they spread that money around? How many people sit and bitch and moan about the people that have got loads of money, and they don't spread it around? And then when those people do spread that money around, you've got people moaning at them. Oh, why are you buying that? Oh, it's crooked. Oh, you shouldn't buy that. It's overpriced. Oh, you know, so you can't You can't fault some people for going, well, hang on a minute, who can win here? Because no matter who does what, people are going to bitch and moan. What business is it of yours or mine or Morag's or Katie's or John's or anybody else's business if someone out there has got so much money in their pocket that they come along, see that somebody's put up for sale for 500 quid and they go, I'm going to have that? How is that any of our business? How is what that person spends any of our business? And yet people make it their business. Almost like that person needs their permission to go and spend that item, that money on that item. It's nothing to do with anybody. Yeah, it wasn't honest. It wasn't honest making 13 coins, 12 of them reasonably easy to find. One of them really difficult to find. Then duping everybody. Oh, I was getting back to that 1967 story, wasn't I? I've got to see what's going on. I've got to keep an eye on the thing because remember, I'm going to talk until I've sold £1,000 worth of that stuff. So I ain't stopping. I ain't going to let no one bully me. I ain't stopping. Thanks, Lorna. Nice, thanks. Don't forget to repost the voucher codes every now and again to the new people. We've got to get them likes up to 100. I want to give that £10 out to everybody. Come on. I want to give you that money. I want you to spend it. I want to see them orders coming in. So, you know, finishing off that one and getting back to the other one. Kian, how much you sold now? It's over 10%. So, getting back to, finishing off that one, let's just agree on this, right? We live in a free democracy, we live in a free country, we live in a country where freedom of speech, we live in a country where if it's okay for me to charge you £20 for an hour's work digging your garden, that's okay. And we live in a world where people can just work and earn money and buy what they want with the money they earn. And it's nobody's business what they spend that money on. They spend that money on what they like. And the person they might be buying it off, that person might be spending that 500 quid on their kids. What if the person that's put that up hasn't got any money? What if they've got a gas bill they can't find? It weren't too many years ago, I had a £1,300 gas bill I couldn't pay, £1,600, I couldn't pay it. You know, if that had come my way and somebody give me 500 quid for that, I'd defend that. I'd go, who's anybody to have a go at me for that? That person's prepared to give me the money, I've got the money, I've got 500 quid, I'm going to go and spend it on my gas bill. So, please don't think that's me having a go at you, by the way, or having a go at the doubters or anything like that, because I'm getting passionate in the way I'm talking. But this is why I'd rather do it like this, because it gives you a chance to answer the question, and you get from me my honest reaction. Whether you believe me or not, that's another thing. 42. Yeah, we're nearly there. 42. 42 watchers, 64 likes. We need another 36 likes to give the tenner away. And everybody has to keep watching until we get 36 likes and I give the tenner away. And I'll sell some more of this other stuff. Even if I'm on here, on my own, and there's nobody here. I thought we're being critical of the old. People think that's okay to do on here as a protest. Well, why not? Why not? If I stood in front of you, Peter, if I was standing in front of you and I punched you, wouldn't you want to punch me back? Fair, right? If somebody punches you, you want to punch them back. We can't all turn the other cheek. You know, I was brought up in that world of turning the other cheek, and it didn't work out very well. You know, my mum's a Jehovah's Witness, and I was in a Jehovah's Witnesses when I was a child. I was giving Bible studies at the age of 11 and 12, and I was standing up in the Kingdom Hall giving sermons and stuff at the age of 11 and 12. I was knocking on doors, you know, getting the watchtower and getting people involved in the church at the age of 11 and 12. Done all that. I was brought up in the world of turn the other cheek. And, you know, sometimes I think, no, you got to make a stand. Even if you want to live on the Bible and all the rest of it, you know, I mean, that's an area I know a little bit about because of my upbringing. you know, and even if you believe in God, which I don't, but that's another story. If you believe in the Bible and all of that kind of thing, and you believe in that magical story, then you believe in the times where God himself is supposed to have gone, no, whoa, we ain't having that no more. What you're going to do is, we're not going to have that anymore. You're going to sit over there, you're going to wait, and when I tell you, you're going to blow your trumpets and then walls are coming down. Because I've had enough. I'm making a stand. All the way throughout history, all the way throughout the Bible, everyone, every now and again, someone makes a stand. So what's nothing wrong with making a stand? Nothing wrong with a bit of protest. The way they do it is naughty, and I'm not having it. It's as simple as that. Casper's worth £2,000 of anyone's money. You could offer me £1 million in cash. I would turn it down. Not interested. I would not let that boy go for the world. Get in. Circulated condition Gruffalo 2018 50p coin with original letter of provenance, £29.95. Get in. This is why people are buying into it, Peter, because well, you have to ask them, I suppose, why they're buying into it. I don't know why they're buying into it. You're free to ask them, by the way. I love the involvement. Please don't take anything I'm saying as offensive. I love someone out there sitting on the fence. I had a phone call with someone that was been sitting on the fence for months, and some of the comments he's made on YouTube, and he was happy enough to give me a phone call. By the end of that phone call, he was absolutely convinced, and yet he was one of the serious doubters. Absolutely convinced by the end of that phone call. Got to write that down. Maybe the way I put it across, Peter, is a bit wrong sometimes, you know, but I'm one of them type of people. If I've got a problem with you, I come to you and I say, oi, I've got a problem with you. What will you give out when you hit 1,000? What will I give out? No, I'm not going to give anything out when I hit 1,000. What you get when I hit 1,000 is you get me to shut up. That's what you get. When I hit 1,000, you get me to shut up, switch off, go bed. I'm giving stuff out on the way up to getting that 1,000. Once I get the 1,000, that's it, I'm going to bed. Right, so Gruffalo coin, £29.95. We are about 12-13% of the way there. If we get another sale, if we had another sale of a Gruffalo coin, we'd be about 15% of the way there. That's what we want. If those coins sell, those 200 Gruffalos sell, if all of those 200 Gruffalos sell, 200 people buy into a coin at 30 quid, absolutely guaranteed to treble their money. Absolutely guaranteed. Even if you think the idea is wacky, stupid and ridiculous. People absolutely guaranteed to make money. We might have a battery problem. I'll be back in a minute, and I'll go on about that 1967 penny if you're still here, Peter, because it's really, really, really important, this is. We don't seem to be holding the battery very well. I wonder if this will work better. We'll see how that goes. So, a few posts. Please go and make some posts anywhere you like. Facebook, our Facebook page, your Facebook page, their Facebook pages, anybody's Facebook pages, and let them know that we've given away 16 grand's worth of vouchers so far. We're going to give away another 13 grand's worth soon. Bit random, but has Casper gone to bed? No. I'm at a cup of tea actually, and then I'll do the 67 penny, by which time Casper will come over and join us on the couch and have a cup of tea, quick wee. While I'm gone, could you try and get us up to 100? Do what you can. Post anywhere you can think, Twitter, anywhere. Let people know that we're on right now and we're giving these vouchers away and this is what we're doing, right? And I'll be back in a minute. And somebody, while I'm out there, buy another Gruffalo. Thank you, Barry. Fantastic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, quick wee, cup of tea. Just going to roll the fag and then I'll call that Casper over and he can come and have a little cuddles. I went to bed last night while I'm not here. He does this when we're not here. Well, when one of us is not here. And because Fran's not here, so he jumps up on the bed and he cuddles into me. And when I'm not here, he jumps up on the bed and he cuddles into Fran and he stays there all night. He's an incredible dog, he is. Incredible dog. I've heard a couple of dings, so I'm going to have a little look in a sec. See what we got. Often say mustn't grumble. I say that a lot. I said that all the way through my illness. Mustn't grumble. Comes from a song from Chaz and Dave. If you've ever heard of it. If you've never heard of it, you should search that song. Because it's great. It's a great pick me up when things are going wrong. Not that anything's going wrong. I missed that. But it goes, I'll give you the start of it. It goes, I came home from work, there was firemen around. They said we couldn't save it. Your house just burnt down. Mustn't grumble. Mustn't grumble. I said, that's all right. Don't worry, mate. The bathroom needed painting. It was half in a state. Mustn't grumble. Mustn't grumble. See? You can put a good spin on anything, can't you? You know, your house has just burnt down. Never mind. Mustn't grumble. Bathroom was a bit of a state anyway. Put a bit of a positive slant on things. I've always done that. Hello, Mick and Lisa. Bloody hell, nice to see you. Give us a like. When we get up to 100 likes, we're giving away a tenner. And we're giving away 13,000 £10-pounders. So we need all the likes we can get. So if you could just sort of share it on your Facebook, maybe a couple of people will bring you up to speed, let you know what's been happening. There's some voucher codes if you'd like to use one, or two, or three. We've given away £16,000 worth of vouchers so far. So the 1967 penny, we'll get onto that. We'll call him in a So, 1967 penny, if you're still here, Peter, this is an interesting one, this is. Right? They had to go to the government and ask for a special dispensation to carry on printing the 1967 penny into 1968. Right? And it was all done properly. It's all done above board. It's all done official. It's all done out in the open. Nothing wrong with that. And they let them do it, and they gave them special dispensation, and they carried on minting the 1967 penny into 1968, but they put a 1967 date on it. And that was okay, it was all allowed, and everything else, right? They didn't do that with a puddle duck. They just decided to do it. They didn't ask anybody. There was no due process. There was no overseeing. Nobody knows exactly how many they made. Nobody knows who had what out the back door. Nobody knows anything. All anybody knows is they just decided to do it. We're just going to do it. And they didn't just do it in 2017. They did it, hi Jack, they did it in 2018 as well. So they did it for 3 years. Now that has got to be one of the biggest slap in the faces you could have to the coin collecting community as a whole. Now I can't sleep. I'm doing a talkathon all night, and I'm not going to stop till we've raised £1,000 towards the stunt by selling 3 particular items. All the other items are gratefully received, but they don't count. Come to that in a minute. They didn't do that with a puddle duck. No. What they said was, we're just going to do it because we're allowed to. And we're allowed to do it within a reasonable time frame. And they think 3 years is a reasonable time frame. That means you as a coin collector cannot trust the mint for at least 4 years, no matter what they say. And you cannot trust Change Checker, and you cannot trust Westminster Collection, because most of their verbal advertising is written by the mint. I am doing a talkathon all night. I'm not going to shut up all night until I've hit £1,000 on those 3 items. Now I think that's wrong, Pete. I really do. I think it's wrong. I think you shouldn't be allowed to do that. 2016, 2017, 2018. They should all have 3 different dates on. They are all collectible in their own right. How dare you make a coin in the same coin the next year and put the previous year's date on it? Can you imagine the uproar there would be worldwide if the Royal Mail decided to make a penny black and make it for a penny? And there was absolutely no distinction whatsoever between the new one and the old one. All the people that have spent 14 grand on it have done their money. What do you make of the new pound coin with the 2016 date? Not a lot. Don't like them. And what a load of rubbish, and what a big con that was. A big con about how many fakes there were in the system, and a big con only because they're losing control over it. And apparently, if anyone's told this, if an economy if more than 3% turns into fakes, they've lost control of the economy. No, I've never come across the £600 2p coin, no. See? And because of the amount of fakes in the system, they have to keep shaking it up because there's too many fakes, they can't control it. Hi Steve. Yeah, I haven't looked. I think we've got a couple of sales in, so I might be able to report a little bit more on the thing. Caspers, come on, up here, come on, come up here, yeah. You don't know this, right? You have no idea that this is happening. You don't know what your dad's doing. And you have no idea that you have a little bit of an adoring public just there watching you. Oh, any lovely? Any? Trouble is I can't see. Hi Casper. Say hello Jack. So you know they got a special dispensation to do that in 1967, but they didn't get it in 2016. It's naughty, naughty, naughty. Shouldn't be allowed. And that's what I'm protesting about. And even the people that don't like me in the coin collecting community, they're going to benefit. They've already started benefiting, as it happens. Things that have started happening because of the noise that I've been making. There's 2 UK distributors been added to their website. One of them hasn't even got a site ready yet. That's how much they're panicking. That's how much they're flapping. They're advertising people that haven't even put a site together yet. People that haven't even got a website are being accepted as Royal Mint official distributors. Right? Added to the page of official distributors. Thanks, Barry. Circulated condition Gruffalo coin with original letter of provenance, $29.95. Another one of the nutcases bought into this. Come on, we can do this. You're right, Javid. We can do this. 65 likes. We need 35 more likes. Oh, bless you. Thanks very much, Morag. You take care. So, I think all these things are wrong, and I'm highlighting them. And I've tried protesting for 2 years, and it got me nowhere. Under the Freedom of Information Act, I've asked for and demanded to know who the other distributors are, and I've been told it's against data protection to give me that information. So, you know, you tell me how I can get the answers to these questions in a better way, and I'll go and do it. You tell me how I can protest in a better way, and I'll gladly go and do it. Everything I'm doing is having a direct knock-on effect to the coin collecting community, and it's going to benefit you. I'm going to read you something. It's disgraceful. I'm going to read you this. Where is it? It's something somebody sent me. And this is the kind of underhand, dirty, aggressive marketing tricks, right? And you've received this email, or emails like it, I absolutely guarantee. Just bear with me, I've just got to find it though. No, it's not there. Oh, I thought it was him that sent it to me. show it to you. Bummer. Can't read the letter. I thought he sent it to me. Who sent it to me? I don't know who sent it to me now. Okay, so anyway, I wish I could find it. Customer sent it to me. They received this email. So the email starts off by saying to you, tells you, you've got to act now. These are selling out fast. You don't want to miss out on this deal. You really, really need to buy this because we're selling out fast, and we're just letting you know because we've only got a few left and you really, really need to get on this now, right? That kind of, yeah, the 67p did go into circulation and they made shed loads of uncirculated ones which went up in people's loft, and the idea worked. My point on that is they did it correctly. They did it with due diligence. They did it the due process. They did it the way it should be done. They asked and people had meetings, and regardless of whether anybody thinks it should or shouldn't have been done, due process was done, and democratically they came to an answer and they gave them an answer and they allowed them to do it. This time they're doing it on their own, and they're saying that they can do it anytime they want within a reasonable time frame. And 16, 17, 18, that's 3 years. So we already know that their reasonable time frame is 3 years. We don't know whether it's 4 years. So how can you invest in a coin if you don't know if they'll stop minting it? Right? So we all think, for example, Stephen Hawking's worthwhile investment, not released, going to go to 100, 200 quid in 10 years' time, 20 years' time, whatever. A good coin to invest in because it's not going to be released. How do you know it's a good coin to invest in if you don't know how many they're making on the sly, on the quiet? And that's another thing that we've changed. If you look at the Royal Mint website, you will find that they've now started printing the mintage figures for bunts. We've been going on about that for 2 years. And I've asked for mintage figures for bunts under the Freedom of Information request, and I was refused on the basis that we're not even going to answer your questions because we find your questions too vexatious. So they wouldn't even give me an answer under the Freedom of Information Act for the mintage figures for the bunts coins. All the questions we ask under the Freedom of Information Act, they won't give us, refuse to give us, and yet they've now started, this information has started appearing on their website, still without giving us the answer to the question. You'd think that being as our Freedom of Information request was on those very questions, and our Freedom of Information request goes back months and months and months and months and months, they'd have the decency and the courtesy to at least reply back to us and say, we're now adding these figures to our website. You asked for these figures ages ago under the Freedom of Information request. Here they are, because we're going to print them on our website. No. The last communication I get is telling me we're not even going to bother answering your questions because you're too vexatious. And so now they're printing the figures on the website. So everything we've been complaining about and everything I've been making a lot of noise about, those things are changing. But nobody's saying anything. Nobody's telling anybody. You know? It's like this so-called UK distributor that's physically there on the Royal Mint's distribute page, physically there for you to click on, and then when you go to it, the website hasn't been built yet. What kind of a Mickey Mouse outfit is the Royal Mint making itself look by putting that kind of information on there when they haven't even got a website built yet? But still, they won't let me anywhere near it. And the only reason they won't let me anywhere near it is because of the noise I made right at the beginning about their favourite retailers, which is 288 Group, Change Checker and Westminster Collection. And because I highlighted what was going on there, they didn't like it. So they've tried to block me at every turn. Big business. And you wouldn't think that this is possible of that kind of business. But these people, they're run in an archaic way. They're archaic people, the dinosaurs. People that the way they used to do business 30 years ago. And because it's a stuck-up Royal Mint, everything's going to be done in this aristocratic way. Here it is. Somebody's watching and they've sent it to me. Dear so-and-so, I write with some urgency. If you would like to take advantage of your exclusive offer of and own the brand new official Harry Potter medal for just $2.99, you'll need to act now. This offer won't be around for long, and I'd hate for you to miss out, Mr. So-and-so. All you need to do to take advantage of your $2.99 offer is click here. I've enclosed my original email for reference. All the best, Stephen. What a load of... Yeah, I will. I'll keep your text here and get you them dates. I will, and I'll try and do that tomorrow, if that's all right. Right? What a load of... what a load of piffle. Oi! Oi, oi, Savaloy. We're on. Thank you, Dean. Circulated condition, Gruffalo, 2018, 50p coin with an original letter of provenance, $29.95 sold. Now we're 15% of the way there. This is going to be a long night. What was I rambling on about? How you getting on with the coin sales, buddy? Well, thank you. Now we're up to 100, 200, 200, about 250. So we're about 25% there. Ah, the Harry Potter medal. Thank you. Thank you, the Harry Potter medal. Yeah. So I read the email, right? Now, what a load of old piffle. Let me tell you this from a retailing perspective, right? A retailing perspective. Yes, I have, Steve. I got that. I've got 3 Gruffalo sales, 2 Peter Rabbit sales, and, if I haven't missed anything, 2 packaging sales. So we've done 250 quid towards a £1,000 target. And there's been loads and loads and loads of other sales, of course, from people with the vouchers. Some people have just had free bitses, some people have had free bitses and added money. So that side of it's all brilliant, you know, has a good knock-on effect. But, so we're going for the 1,000. You just reminded me what I was talking about. They still hadn't heard from me. Yeah, two in one day. This is aggressive marketing. Let me tell you this from a retailing perspective, right? When you get an email like that, bin it. Because they're asking you to put money into a coin that you're not going to make money on. Or it's going to take a long time to go up in value. Let me tell you from a retailing perspective, one important thing that you need to know as a customer. From any retailer, doesn't matter whether that retailer's selling tins of baked beans, coins, notes, collectible dolls, no matter what that retailer is selling, this rule is 100% gospel, right? Makes me so angry. Right, here we go, another one, right? Thank you for giving me this one as well. This was the one I was actually looking for. Dear so-and-so, since my earlier email announcing the release of the brand new Paddington at St Paul's Silver 50p, I've already had an exceptional response. But I haven't heard from you yet, Mr. So-and-so. I'm worried. If you don't act now, you'll miss out on the chance to continue your Paddington Silver 50p collection. Especially as the majority of my stock has already been snapped up by collectors who pre-ordered. Meaning, and in bold, 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 right? The number of coins I have remaining is extremely limited. That the one you got too, Tracy? Yeah. Don't miss out. Make sure you order yours today. I can promise you this. I can promise you this. As a retailer, no matter what the product is, matters not. Pens, ashtrays, phones, matters not what the product is. I tell you this from a retailing perspective. This is gospel honest truth. When a retailer sends you an email like that, it's bollocks. Bollockses. Bollooss. It's my way of swearing, because it's not swearing. Bollockses is what it is. Absolute, pure fabrication, rubbish lies. It is lies. That's not true. What they're telling you is not true. No retailer in the world sends an email out to all of their customers when they've only got a couple left. You've got to be tapped. No one does that. If you've only got a couple left, you've only got a couple left. They won't take long to sell. They'll be sold next week. There's only a couple left, right? If I've only got a dozen left in stock, I've only got a dozen left in stock. They'll sell straight away. They ain't going to take long. If I've been selling hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and everybody's buying them and everybody's going mental and I've only got a few left, by the time I've written an email and sent it to you, they should have already been sold. So why am I even bothering writing an email to send it to you to let you know I've only got a couple left? By the time I've written that email, they're gone. If you get an email like that, it is rubbish and it is lies and it is aggressive marketing. It is hit you over the head with an iron bar piece of marketing. And they should be ashamed of themselves using those lies in their marketing. It is disgraceful. And if you've bought anything on the strength of one of those letters, send it back. My advice, send it back. The item that they don't write to you about has a better chance of earning you money than the item they do write to you about. When they write to you about an item like that, don't put money into it. Well, it's not my job to report them to trading standards, Trixie. Do you know what I mean? Like, my job is to go, no, what you're doing is not right, and I'm publicising it, and I'm taking up a lot of my time doing it. I'm giving myself a lot of stress doing it. I've made myself very ill doing it. And let's not forget, and I take this personally, sorry, but I do, when they were kicking me, if you're still here, Peter, when they were kicking me while I was down. They were kicking me at a time when I was told I got cancer and I'm going to die. They're kicking me when I'm having an operation and having a stoma and a colostomy fitted and all that. Yeah, exactly. And I take exception to that. I know business, the world of business and all the rest of it is like, it's cutthroat and business is business, and if they come in and they happen to take all the business and send somebody skint, well, that happens, and if they tread on a few toes, well, that happens in business and all the rest of it. Yeah, but there's ways of doing it. There's like an honest way of doing it, and there's a dishonest way of doing it. The honest way of doing it is to let people know, I've just had a load of these got in. That's the honest way of doing it. That's what I tell my customers. I've just had a load of these delivered. I've got a load of them. Do you want some? Yeah. You know, contact us now if you want some. Don't go telling people that you've only got a few left when you're sitting on 5,000. I mean, if you've got one of them letters, send it back, get your money back, demand your money back, and cite me and cite this video and say, I've watched Ian's video, you've sold me a load of rubbish, you've lied to me, you've conned me, I want my money back, here's your product back. And get your money back. I'll back you up. You cite me on it, I'll back you up. I'll argue with them on your behalf. Let them phone me and tell me that that's not a load of rubbish. It is a load of rubbish. It's lies and aggressive marketing. And anytime you get a letter like that from any company, no matter who they are, even if you ever got a letter like that off me, treat it with the contempt it deserves and throw it in the bin. Because I wouldn't send a letter like that. And if a letter like that ever comes from me, then someone's misunderstood something, and I would be jumping on that and going, please don't send a letter like that again. Because I don't tell lies to my customers. Thanks, Matt. I appreciate it very much. Yeah, he's down for the day. He's asleep. He normally, when I go to bed, he'll sit here. But I can't go to bed. And we've got to get up to 100. How are we going to get to 100? How many creative people have we? Have we got anybody left? Or am I talking to myself now? And again, I hasten to say, Peter, if you're still watching, I don't mean to be offensive by any means. You can't allow the big people. Hello, Jack, you're here, brilliant. You can't allow the big people to squash the little people all the time. Sometimes David needs to give Goliath a smack in the ear. He's either experiencing problems or undergoing routine maintenance. Yeah, exactly, Steve. See what I mean? See what I mean? I'm me a kettle on a bit though. Get the kettle on, Marie. Get a cup of tea. Now, we've got a few people here. So that's 3 of you that have answered me, telling me that you're here. So let's get creative. How do we get 33 more likes? Javid, that's 4. My family collects his off. He's off. Good night. Going live shortly in about your Peter Rabbits. Thanks very much, Coins and More. Not for long though, got work again in the morning. Royal Mint Rust UK distributors list is an absolute joke. It is a joke because it's rushed, and it's only rushed because of the pressure we're putting on. I don't even know if this is going to upload. 197 minutes. Is there a record? What's the record for the longest live YouTube video? Does anybody know? There's a question. Does anybody know the answer to that? What is the record for the longest live YouTube video? Because if I can, I'm going to keep this going all night and all day and all night and all day. No, I don't know either. I have no idea. I'm losing them all. You're all losing the will to live. You know that? You're all losing the will to live. I'm going to start stripping off in a minute. I'm getting on. Get away, Matt. Are you serious? Are you absolutely serious? 571 hours. How many days is that? 240 hours. 24 hours in a day, 240 hours, 10 days, 20 days, 480 hours. Jesus Christ on a trike. 20 days. Crikey. I'm only 25% of the way there. I'm going to have to stay up all night, man. That's the longest video record. I wonder if I could I beat that? Just to get the record. Longest live stream record is as follows. Here we go. The longest live stream record is as follows. I mean, what did they talk about? It's 161 hours. Viewed by who do you say? Best of luck. 161 hours. Well, that's not 10 days. That's about 5 days. I reckon we could do that. The longest live stream ever. Hey, that's an idea though, isn't it? The longest live stream ever. Just keep it going, non-stop. Video the office, video people in the office. Just keep the live stream going. I'd be hoarse by the end of it. And then you've got to hope you can do it without the computer crashing or YouTube playing up, because this is our 3rd live stream. We tried to have it all done on one and we couldn't. It crashed twice. 200 minutes we've been on. That's brilliant. You'll have bags under your eyes if you stay awake for days. I won't stay awake for days. I'll get sleep during the day, set up a camera and keep it rolling. Yeah, I'll have it, we'll have to have the camera on them in the office during the day, and then I'll get some sleep and then I'll take over. That's what we'll have to do. And then I'll sit up all night, chirping and talking, giving away vouchers, keeping people watching all night. And then they take over in the day. They'll love that. Imagine. Imagine, well, I'm not gonna come off this stream until I've got another 750 quid on those 3 items. So this live stream is going to carry on going, even if I have to sit here all night and, I don't know, talk Vouchers or something, or talk about all my stories throughout my life, like when I was a stripper and things like that. Talk about all the things I've seen. Talk about coins. No doubly rentrances. Now then, hey Caspers. Now then. I'll tell you a bullying story in a minute. I'll tell you a bullying story. I've just got to try and think of things to talk about tonight to keep this going. Remember, you know, I want to give another £10 away. I can't give that away until we've got 100 likes. So, keep going. And if any of you have got any change left, there's 3 things I need you to purchase. One is the Gruffalo coin, circulated condition with a letter of providence. One is a Peter Rabbit coin, circulated condition, letter of providence, and the other is the Gruffalo packaging at $24.95. The Peter Rabbit coin is $49.95 and the Gruffalo coin is $29.95, and you can get money off that by going and sharing links on Facebook and stuff like that. Get some points, and then you could even get one for free. Use your points, but that's what I'm here for. £1,000 of sales on those 3 items is what I want, and I'm staying here all night until I get it. And all day tomorrow, and all tomorrow night, and all day Monday if I have to. That's all right. You go off, Jack. When you wake up, I'll probably still be here. So if anyone's got any money left, go and have one of them items, would you? Otherwise, perhaps you could go off and tell a few people to come on and get on here and tell them we've given away 16 grand already, and we'll give away another £13,000 worth of vouchers. Night. Have you got any coins to hunt through? I haven't got any. I've got nothing to hunt through. And I haven't got a table I could set up to do it with. So, you know. But, so we'll just have to think of stories every now and again until we get more people come on. And when people come on and go, what's this all about? And then we can tell them. And then they can go and buy those products, and then we can get it up to £1,000, and then I can get off. Otherwise, I'll be sitting here all night, won't we, Caspers? We'll be having a cuddle for ages and ages and ages. People can just watch us having a cuddle and give him something to do to keep him awake. Yeah, we've got to think of giving me something to do to keep him awake. I can talk the iron legs off a donkey, so I can keep talking. That was part of the challenge. Somebody said to me, I bet you don't shut up given the chance. I was like, no, I bet I could keep going all day and all night. And they said, go on then. So I said, all right, I will. What about reading out one of your guides and tell people what years? Ah, that's a good idea. A torchlit garden pond viewing, that wouldn't work, Steve. But no, that was a good idea. Right. That's a very good idea. If I've got any guides in there, I'll see if I can do it without disturbing Casper. So I'll go and get some guides. Not giving you information. I was talking about I'm not giving you keep up. Oh yeah, giving me information on the freedom of information. That's right, Trixie. So I did. I asked so many questions under the Freedom of Information Act, and they refused on the grounds that I was being vexatious. So what can you do? If they don't, if you can't get the truth out of the Freedom of Information Department, where do you get it from? You know, now you've got to go down the road of like, okay, now we need to complain to the Monopolies Commission, the Financial Commission, and all these commissions need complaining to, and all that's going to take months and years and all the rest of it before anything's done. Meanwhile, at the moment, they're putting all these things in place to shut up all the things that I'm going on about. So all the things that I'm talking about, they're fixing. We've lost the screen. All the things that we're talking about, they're fixing. And if the screen is frozen, there's not much I can do about that. This time we'll just leave it frozen, because last time I had to just keep redoing the live feed, and if I do the live feed again, mind you, it might be an idea. If I do a live feed again, everybody's going to get an email to say that I'm doing a live feed. If the crash doesn't fix, I'll close it down and I'll open it up again. Meanwhile, I'll go and see if I can find some guides. See if we can give some interesting information out. Stay, get it, Casper. Right, looks like the screen is still frozen. So what I'm going to do, to anybody that's still watching, I'm going to close this one off, and then I'm going to open up another live stream. That might actually do us a favour, because it will automatically email everybody that's a subscriber, letting them know I'm doing a live stream, and then people might think, oh, he's still on, I'll go in and have a look. So, but it means we'll have to get the likes up again, and that's going to be a struggle. But I don't know what else we can do. Any got any suggestions? Who's still there? Everybody in agreement with that? Is everybody okay with that? Yeah, it will. I think wait for it, but it will reset you. It will reset the likes. That's the only trouble. All right. Well, look, I'll come out a cup of tea. You could set the target to 50 when you come back. That's another idea. So we've got ideas of, wait a minute, set the target at 50. I think a refresh is the only way it makes. So how does somebody ever go for the record if this happens? Make the likes target 50. Needs must. Is everybody okay with that then? If we start again and I make the likes target 50, half it from 100 to 50, and we try and get to 50, and when we get to 50, we can. Are you still there, Katie, by any chance? Is Katie still there? Is my little Katie still there? Katie, are you still up, or you gone to bed? Katie's asleep. Bless her. Well, it's night time, so she's followed Casper's lead and gone a kip. Okay, I think I've sent Katie to sleep. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and make a cup of tea. So you go and make a cup of tea. It's night time, so I'm going to get me dressing gown on, and then I'm going to come back. I'm not going to quit, no matter what. I'm not going to quit. I never give up, no matter what. I've got 3 guides. I will give you those guides to give me something to talk about, all right? And I'll give you them free over the thingy. Yeah, congratulations, Bung. 500 subscribers. Brilliant, brilliant. Right, I'm going to go and do that and come off now. And you go and do what you've got to do. And if any of you come back, that's brilliant. And if you get a chance and any of you tubers want to do a quick video, just do a quick video. Tell people we've given away 16 grand's worth tonight. We're going to give away probably another 50 grand's worth throughout the night. Mental. So the more people that watch, the better.